going on? What did...
Skibbity has the request.
What's
3 seconds in, 2 seconds in. What's up? Japanese
Hey,
song.
everybody. I see Tiffany. The whole gang, exactly. Ryan Clark Fisher, BSU. Skippy also looking for some yen. Slab with no name. Gave me no more fake IDs.
Well, maybe we should actually pan over to Gabe. You know,
Gabe was hiding behind his computer. But this is the first time that Treasure all three of us are in one place doing one of these.
I don't know. This could be a too large of a early show buck ago.
That's okay. I was gonna say that's a good dollar start.
Let's do it. France, silver. I think I have a generic listing up. Good.
Nice.
Okay. We'll buck and go over.
They will be.
Not a dollar start from the rest of the show.
Start. Gabe, you have to say hi though.
Yeah, you're just like quiet. Here. What is this?
I'm locked in. I'm sorry.
Gabe, put some gloves on.
Good work for y'all. You're the only one working.
Jason, Jason's 56.
This one's pretty actually.
A lot of these had really nice toning.
Jason got a good one. Yeah, it's morphin time. Yeah, all the shows are coming together. We were fairly concerned though because these new Greenland. I thought I was done complaining about tariffs, but the new Greenland ones actually will hurt because they're not going to be exempt from the for old coins over 100 years old. But we'll be good either way. These ones, can you tell me about Queen Christina? I know Sweden was like super important at the time, and they were very that was like 30 Years' War. It's a really nice looking Solidus. Yeah, we got some good ones. Yeah, that's for sure true. Yeah, this one's really pretty, and I like some of them have dates. It's tough to find, but those are good looking. Wait, Gabe, we gotta hear you say something.
I know, Gabe
is. It can't be not interacting with the chat because it's not the whole gang. It's two of the gang and one of the gang is hiding in the corner.
Oh, here he comes! Here he comes!
I couldn't get these guys to. Well, never mind.
No YouTube videos.
We were gonna do some YouTube videos, and they convinced me not to. But we're gonna plan out some good YouTube videos in the future. Oh, Art of Asdes. We sold our one Jake's watches to, I think Yasha bought it. I think it was a little cheap, but it was really cool.
We were looking for AE18, right?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's the one that. I think I was like fiddling with it.
Oh, it's already. Did you put it in?
No. It might have been left over from what was in the prior shows.
Wait, 8. Can you feed me the number again? AE18.
12. I think it's like an Alexander the Great drink.
No, it's Japanese.
Oh. It's
yeah.
One of the big ones from
okay, we got it out. That is a big one. That is a big boy.
These are just like books.
173 is nice BSUs. That's something that Gabe just got in. First pretty big item of the show.
This one's... It's crazy how, not wild premium this is at this stage.
Yeah. Crazy silver prices. That's going to be a really fun coin imperator. That's going to be... Is that a Mark Antony or is it a Octavian?
So I can find it? What is it?
So they're all numbered.
I think it sold for 90. Oh, are these in order of their...
Yeah, they're by last three.
Oh, by last three. That's so interesting.
Last three of the sub number, not the dash number.
Oh, interesting.
So it'll go by 667. So they're probably in this one.
Yeah.
I'll put it out in a second.
Wait,
it
is
is some
funny because I'm now not going to be able to
some moving parts.
Breeze through them, which is not a bad thing.
We just have a lot.
That's funny because I feel like a joke is that I can be fast. Sometimes I'm not fast. That's really.
These are nice.
Yeah, those have come down a lot in terms of the availability. In terms of people offering them.
Nice pick up, Big Poppy.
I got it. Very high film. Camera film.
It's gonna crash. 74.
I'm trying to think. What would be some Q&A that we could do for people who would want to ask a question when the whole gang is together? And if it's a bad question, we won't answer it.
Let's see.
Yeah, like that patina is
Whoa. New series. Yes, I meant 173.
Really? Is it
I don't
like
believe
a
that.
graded one? Or is it like a Mid-State 70 type?
I don't think
Something like
MS 70s even go for that. No, I don't believe it.
Wow.
Do they have 2 ounces of silver in them? Do they start making eagles with 2 ounces of silver?
One thing that's kind of cool is they don't melt silver. Like silver, I didn't realize this, but silver eagles are all what's it called?
Big Poppy's currently under $10 in this one.
Kind of fun.
Nice one. See, I don't buy it. Okay, I'll pull out 173 in a second. This was scarce. We're running at buck and go. Nice cross on this. It's a Hungarian dinar.
Oh, I don't even recognize that type.
Yeah.
What year is it from?
1267, 1270.
Oh, so that's right around the time. It's like Louis the First.
Oh no, that's expensive.
Those are like more common though, but they're like the Saracen head. And they have like a Byzantine double cross on the back, but distinctly different look to it.
Yeah. We have the Star and the Moon, 1810, and I thought you had requested the Jerusalem. I think you had requested this Kopek, so not what I had thought. Soldier on horseback, pretty nice Cyrillic.
Awesome. The game can continue to potentially roll around the back.
Hard at it.
I might grab some of these guys. Can we talk these? Like, do you want them? Like, it might, we might not want them. What do you want to see about
1905, 90% silver, Japanese yen. Nice pickup, Skipty. Let's run a silver ancient, a Celtic Quinarius.
No, the skews are
Titan on top with Athena.
and then do you know
Let's run it. Ooh, I like that.
and maybe keep the slab, the label so
It's a nice one. Okay, 55 start. Astrock, when your package ships out, there will be a little surprise in there. Thanks to Gabe. Gabe picked something out from his collection to send you.
Oh, is that the nice, the one that you guys were looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for doing that.
Gabe's smiling over there, cheek to cheek. Gabe is actually looking at beautiful coins. Can I see a handful? We'll show or not. I think it'd be fun to show. It's like the what's on Gabe's desk. Okay. I'm gonna buck and go this, and we'll show what Gabe was smiling at apparently. Brandenburg, 3 poker. Dree poker. We have some spicy attributions from time to time. I know. It was nice whenever silver was $20 at one time. I miss grabbing silver for $17. Look at this. Is pretty cool. These are some Tabaristan hemidrams that Gabe is looking at. They're absolutely gorgeous. Nice. KS. These are KS crazy. These are not fake. These are quite real. And then, yes, there's gonna be some stuff we get in probably early next week. We'll start.
They'll be ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna print them out today.
It's 25 180. Okay, another buck and go. This is an Austrian Finnig. It's not. We're gonna individually. We're not gonna offer it as a single lot. But yeah, Gabe's working on kind of inventorying it, putting some IDs to him. Okay, I'll show the Jerusalem coin off. It is a more pricey coin. Ooh, this is gonna go cheap. That we I think we have it set to buck and go, but it should be a bit above $100. Like it should pretty easily pass the $100 mark.
The other two that we have are cheaper though.
Yeah, and then we have two that are cheaper that Gabe has said. But here's the Jerusalem piece. We'll run another jeton, another silver jeton. Let's see. Not really making sense. France. Okay, $55 start. J Mats. Wait till Christian's in here. Wait till Christian's in here.
Do you want to put the debt into the tray, or would that just be maybe pretty in the tray?
They might be pretty in the tray. I don't know if we have space on the desk quite for it.
I was just being weird.
The tray's pretty, so I think we can play around with that idea. More ancient Greek, and then let me pick out 667058 or 667058. Nice pickup at the start bid. That's pretty nice. Astrock. Let's get that.
You also need help with that?
I think we're good.
Is not an aspect.
Ooh,
Is that what they're called, or am I like totally butchering their name?
58. Okay, 400 start on this. This is an Octavian Imperatorial Denarius. An NGC fine holder. Does not come up all too often. We have the Winged Thunderbolt on the reverse.
Oh, that's a cool type.
A very cool type.
I've never sold it.
Then
The rest
07.
are all.
The rest are all, yeah, standard.
I think we get maybe
Imperator, maybe. We'll probably stay out of the graded for a second. What is 07 22 14, Skippity?
It's the type that should be in already.
Maybe we can find some stuff to
Oh, we got it. I'll just find these and then
find the coins I want to run. I want some cheap stuff. It's a round. Okay. Okay, Buck and Go, Federal State of Hesse, German Knockgeld piece. Astrock, really cheap. I think this is going to be the guy. Yeah, okay, I think I found it. Nice pickup, Big Poppy. Let's run another Russian 5 kopecks. Large, chunky bronze piece here from Russia under Catherine the Great. Jasher is in the lead. Wattberg 58-22. Let's see if we can find it. CUA 58-22. Okay, now let's run the Una and the Lion ounce. I think starting probably right under melt, which it should, I think. Some of the stuff should go up quite a bit. 1 ounce pure silver. Ooh, this is St. Helena.
Was that in Greek?
Yes, it's the mother of Constantine.
Oh, wow.
So she's this is gonna I could not actually quote a date to you, but she had a real knack for finding relics. So she found Christ's cross. She found the cross he was crucified on. Let's see, we have some really pretty coins over here. Run more jetons, but let's see. We have some variety in this group. That's kind of cool. JPG is in the lead. Gonna pick it up. Nice win. It's number 5. Bulk 35. I was just looking at that coin. Let's see if it's at that group. Let me see if it was okay, that's not the coin I was looking at, but it's in that same group. It's kind of nice. Interesting globe shown on this one. We'll run one more jeton after this. Then I'll hit the 2 request. Let's pick up Raisin Rit. Good to see you.
What's been hot? What's been not?
I don't know. Everything is. I think people are just excited to. I think they can probably I think to maybe listen in the background of the Christian Heart GK talk.
I mean, I think it's really fun. Well, for everybody joining, I mean, I feel like what I say is they're troopers for being willing to work with me on a weekend because I have a different job day to day, where I get to learn a lot, but also end up not being as available on the coin side. So it's like a total blast for me to come down, and they've been awesome to come in on a weekend. But it's cool to see it's so fun to see all the inventory all together and realize how much incredible things Isaiah and Gabe have done. So that's really been a key takeaway because their operation is a lot bigger than what I do day to day. And the eBay, it's like that's not something that I would have been able to push forward. They've just crushed it on that front.
This is a really pretty coin, by the way. It's a Pantikapan.
Oh wow!
I know it's
Nice.
quite awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. Does it have like a gorgeous beard, like portrait on the front, or is it?
Oh yeah, and huge counter marks on it.
Yeah, the counter mark is obstructed. The beard.
Oh,
I mean, the pen.
it's still cool, but yeah.
I mean, if you're a counter mark, those double-sided counter marks are like the best.
I know, like right. It's the coin's in great shape, and its counter marks are like right in the middle of the coin. Really fantastic. Let's see, 95018. Is that going to be one of those Masonic pieces? 13. Here's a fun little Bavarian piece. Any silver pence? I don't
What?
know.
They're looking for silver pence?
Yeah, silver pence, late 1600s, 1700s.
I have some pre. I have to get him to ship some stuff down to Texas, but I've been buying some more from a British dealer that I met at the Coinex show, and he has like nice. But it's more pre-Civil War, which I think that was like in the 1640s or so. I might be off there by a little bit. Because then you have, I think the people at that point are more like James and it's like the Protestant versus Catholic.
Mm-hmm. It's WX95. I can pull that out. She-Wolf and Twins design. I really like that one. And what was that other request missed? 080604. See if we can find it. Fun Masonic Lodge token from 1794. Let's see, WX08. 63. There's an 1812's Condor token.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's also a guy that I was talking to who has a bunch of Condors. He apparently he's in the States and he has a ton of Condors that he would be willing to sell to us. So I might try it out.
That'd be great.
And not for like way too expensive. Like the prices he was quoting seemed like there'd be still a good deal opportunity for passing it on, but also enough where we could make a couple bucks over.
See if we can find that Imperator. I would see if you because you might be able to find the picture of that one on the NGC like cert lookup too. Here's some hammered, British hammered. I think it's going to be a Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth sixpence starting at $70. 1567. Date's really clear. 0604. Here we go. Silver is crazy. $1889. British florin minted under Queen Victoria. Yosoy Crema and lead at 25. Let's see. Big Poppy. Number 6 is. I think the 69 start price is like really advantageous at the like for like a almost any condition. So I don't want to sell one of the better ones. He's asking about one of the sixpences that we have.
Oh,
and we have yeah, there's some beat up ones, but I don't want to sell like a cheap or a one of the lesser ones, or I don't want to sell one of the nicer ones for like a real basic price.
Yeah.
If they're the other ones, we're gonna have to basically offer at discounted rates.
They're pretty. I'm gonna grab. I think some of these were the ones I said we've got on hold at the moment. Is that okay?
Yeah. Please do. 1437. Okay, run one more not gold piece. 1919 tin finigs. Run another jeton or two. And let's see what other requests. Let me see if I can get 1822 out, because I don't think I have. Stack leaders in the lead. No, it's the shield. Who scales in the reverse of this silver jeton? 18. Astrock. Nice pickup. Let's see, what's a fun design? I think we've seen a lot of these designs. I don't see too much circular. Ooh, actually, this has a little crescent. This has more crescent. And then we will have, is this a 5 mark? Yeah, we'll have that 1876 5 mark out next. Show me a well struck. Right. We'll see if we can jinx. It's possible that we might not have, like, there's not anything in that group that's fantastic. $79 start. Hamburg 5 marks. JPG is in the lead. Nice pickup there at the start bid. There's a $69 start. Bavarian 5 marks. I'd be really surprised if this was over the melt price. Maybe we'll run some Islamic. I'd be actually really surprised.
Bavarian?
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, let's actually see. I'm curious. I think that JPG got kind of a killer deal on that.
Melt in there is
73.
73.
So we will not be doing that too much more today. $80, $77.01. Roman Republican Denarius, starting at 74. Let's see, 76, 07, 26, 09. Roman Republican silver starting at 74. 26. $26.09. Ooh, cash. Vietnam cash coin. Skippity's in the lead under $10. Astrock. Nice pickup. Here's a Venetian 12 Bugatini. Oh, that did not receive it. Okay, here's the other one. If you're interested in this one, Imperator, let me know. If not, no worries. And let's see what we want to pick up next? What did we miss? 96, 3301. Let's pick up JPG. If you search Napoleon and that's the only thing that comes up, it will be the only Napoleon that we have. $633. Ezio. That's cool. Let's see, it's number 11. $21 start, 1812, Italian States, Venetian piece. We have Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor Napoleon. Lord Draco's in the lead. Gonna pick it up at the start bid. Nice pickup. Okay, Buck and Go, 1740s papal copper.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, you might actually be able to make out the last digit on the date, to be honest. Bover. Cute dog names. Right, here's an iron tin fittings. German knot geld from 1920. Astrock at 3. Nice pickup. Here's a Catherine the Great 5 kopecks. I'm going to start at 34. Not a bad coin here. 1767. Maybe we'll run a porcelain knot geld coin next. JPG's in the lead. Bulk 31. See if I can find it. Got it out. Nice pickup, big copy. I don't think we have any V nickels today, Victor. I don't think we do. WX 87. Let me see if I can find it. Astrock is currently in the lead. And then we're looking for 8701. Nice pickup. Under what we paid on that one, so that's a good win. I don't know if I want to buck and go this, but this is pretty nice, to be honest. Well, I see an issue. So, 4th century BC Greek piece. That's great. This is quite nice.
What's this?
87.
That was where the British stuff, the French stuff in. I haven't
Okay.
touched it up here.
Nice pickup, Raisin Rich. Yeah. Pretty things are nice. Okay, this is a Hadrian Bill and Tet. From 120 to 122 AD. SWN, we're starting them at 55. 55 is a pretty attractive start. They usually bid up a bit more than that, but we do start them at 55. And here is the Nero Tet. Ooh, let's run a toned Islamic piece next. Okay. $21 start on this Indian rupee.
Yeah, they are. You can.
I was gonna.
I was thinking about doing a coin ones.
This is so nice.
Those are the,
If we don't have bronze disease listed on it, I would assume no that it's not. I think it's deposits.
Like just general.
yeah, in general. Okay.
Nice pickup raising it. This is a very attractive coin. Okay, Buck and Go, British Indian silver. Jason, I would say that the ones that are like really white, you can definitely bank on being clean. The other ones probably sat in like a cabinet for a long time, like on the, like they're very attractively and naturally toned. But the one is like blast white, I'd say that they're probably pretty cleaned. But they all have like very like, for the most part, there's like proof-like surfaces on those guys aren't too uncommon. Here's a Peter the Great wire money from late 17th, early 18th century Russia. Astrox in the lead. Let's see if I can pull out 87 149. Nice pickup, Astrox. Pick it out, you buy it. This is a bit more off center than the last one. Nice pickup, JPG. $79 start on this Hadrian Roman provincial tetradrachm. This is not a bad looking one. Bill and tetradrachm from
Who's your favorite emperor?
St. Constantine, of course. I don't know, Justinian. Well, it depends on where you classify it. Justinian's pretty cool too, as well. Yeah. But within like the definitive like Roman, what you really consider like a Roman Empire, largely, I think St. Constantine.
Nice.
Do you have one?
I mean, I feel like I'm always on the side. I'm a German, so I feel like I like the barbarians.
Okay.
I'm like, get it.
That's funny. So you're ready for like the end of it. Who's like the last?
Isn't it like Leo?
Theodosius II or something? It's around there.
That's terrible. I don't know. It's Leo, right? The last like long-serving one. Zeno. I would say Anastasius was the first, but I would have not necessarily known Zeno versus. They'd be mean to me.
No. Someone asked for coins with swastikas, which we are not allowed to sell and whatnot. We will have some hit the eBay not too long from now because you're allowed to sell them on eBay, which is fine. I have no problems with that. So we will have some on the eBay, which is treasure_town_coins at fairly reasonable prices. Very clear, large date on this guy. This is an Indian rupee dated to the late 18th century. $39 start. This is a 1697 Dutch silver medal, small silver medal. Raisin Rit is in the lead. Hadrian. Who thinks they have like the hottest take favorite emperor of the Roman Empire? This is a silver plated medal. I'm just gonna let's fucking go. 1848 French silver plated medal. I've never heard. Who is Palatine? Do you know who Palatine is?
Palatine, yeah, he's awesome. But I don't think
That's Skippity's favorite.
Nice
Whoa, under $10 still.
Not.
Star Wars. Oh, is that
Yeah,
Palatine?
Or Palpatine.
Pal-
Palatine is
Palpatine.
Palatine is somebody else, right? Yeah, well, Palatine is a fellow whatnot seller. Yeah. He's great. He's a nice guy. Unless he's saying mean stuff on there about me, then I take it back.
Okay. 13, 59. Let's see, 940804. Very surprised if this doesn't receive a bid. Oh, Raisin Red.
I don't know.
I have a full charge.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just. This thing no longer functions. How about on any of these? Are any of these on the same types?
4312. Let's see, 9484 is what we're looking for. Let's see if we can find it. M. Gwyn. Here's a Celtic Quinarius, $34 start. We can see a very nice pour and flip there.
Are they just in there?
705. Nice pickup. 19. Let's buck and go. P. Pratt. That's scary times that we live in. Would you ever believe that silver was gonna hit like 10 years ago? Would you believe that silver was gonna hit $100?
Because that is like a rare topic. Yeah, those are expensive. I thought I saw one on the trade.
Let's see if I can find that one JPG. We picked out that request. I don't know if we have a Claudius Albinus.
I have a tooled one in California.
When do you think you're gonna run the next show that you run, Christian?
I think I'm gonna do one next weekend. I'm not
Okay.
exactly sure what the plan is in terms of.
So possibly next weekend you might see a tooled Claudius Albinus in Christian's show. It's March. Talk. Nick. Yeah, exactly. Skip. You got in. I don't know if we have really any South American. Let's see. It's 1817. T. Labonte, $3. 1889 Spanish. 5 pesetas. That baby portrait. P. Pratt, that's pretty epic. Because you got in right after the silver crash. Now you've ridden it up a bit. Here's a nice Tabaristan Hemidram. Whoa. Man, I cannot actually. What were gold prices whenever silver was $333? See, I'm right in around that same boat, D-Rob. Man, that's crazy stuff. There's a little Islamic Seljuks of Rum piece. Oh, what is that? 13. Man, I cannot imagine. Seljuks of Rum, Durham, silver Islamic piece from the 13th century. Currently at $13. I wonder what the actual silver weight is on this. Khosrau II. Dram. We have it annotated as clips, so keep that in mind. So this is 6th to 7th century Islamic. That no one. We have some much prettier ones too, but they're going to start around 44. Let's see what else we might have. Maybe not a whole lot of interest. All right, Double Lake wins. This is not a middle school classroom.
Double A being silly.
Yeah, it was a 3, or a 6, 7. Have you?
Turbo Bay. I've heard of
Yeah.
the word the 6-7 trend. I'm aware of it.
Anything Bolivian. We might have some more Bolivian medals, but they'd be AB 59, I think. Or AD 59, let's see. There's another large silver. This is not going to pop up. Maybe we'll hold off on that. Okay. Large silver, Canadian $10. 1974, Astrox in lead. Large silver piece here. Nice win. You know, we haven't really run any graded coins today. $19 start on this 3 Stuber from 1805. Under Maximilian the First. Let's see if I can find this. 1811. Nice pickup there. And Christian, if you want to hop in at any time.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay.
Should we go 5 to 5?
Okay, let's do it. And we'll have the man, myth, and the legend himself.
I think the impression as I listen, you still have it. Except you've had it the whole time, but I just haven't seen it.
Is this the first time that we all 3 of us have been in the same place?
Yeah,
like one time.
about doing a show. Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of it is kind of a crazy thing to think about. I think this. We all have, like, all 3 of us haven't been in the same place at one time, right?
Never. It's a great week. It's a historic treasure town.
Yeah.
Weekend. We're not playing around.
We played around a little bit. JPG's in the lead. Plated. Let's see. Christian and I met at Witter Coin in 21, and then Gabe and Christian met.
What's the
some
provenance
point.
of our friendship? What's the X treasure found the gate from auction, and then X you showed up in like spruce. Has to be spring 24.
You think it's 24? It could be.
Yeah, because I graduated in 2024, and you only were in my.
This is bronze, by the way, but it's a nice bronze piece.
Yeah, that's crazy. I only know Gabe for like 15 months. That's crazy.
That is pretty
Or maybe
crazy.
it
I
was
feel like
like
I feel like I've known Gabe all my life.
Yeah.
It's probably late.
Yeah.
Like over winter break.
Maybe winter break. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not. That's
Man.
not. Yeah.
And then I would have officially or physically met Gabe summer of 24.
Yes.
After running a show, then very promptly setting off the fire alarm. Do you remember? Yeah, it was the first night. What an introduction.
Yeah, this guy can't cook.
No, cannot cook. I have not made
That's wild.
steak in a house since. 14.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's weird to not have been there for some of the Thunder Town lore.
There is quite a bit, I guess. Skippity. Have a whatnot love relation. This is actually a pretty cool one. I don't know if I've really seen this like reverse. I'm wearing the Witter shirt today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I still have mine. The lovely blue. Or no, lovely gray with red.
All right, buck and go. Cilician Armenian tram. And this is a really pretty group. Remember the W96? I don't actually remember where W96 came from, but that was a really pretty group of Cilician Armenian trams. And it's going quite cheap. Nice pickup, Jake. And Christian will hop in 3 minutes from now. It'll be very exciting. Very exciting little run there. Okay, $39 start on the Cilician 3 Kreuzers from 1627. And no bids on that guy. $5.10. $99 start on a 1727 French Q. Some die adjustment marks on the reverse. Date up top. DMAC is in the lead. It's on a Byzantine coin now. Late Roman. No, I think Christian needs to start on some of that octagonals.
Oh yeah, I'll have a bigger crash out too. They're not above 10.
This is very late in his. Is this his last? Is this the last regular year? 20? Is he for 20 years? Nice pickup, Astruck. Oh, 515. Cost her out the second dram. BSUs, we're actually not going to be on probably for like a super amount of time today. So, like we were talking from anywhere from 90 minutes to 120 minutes.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of a get it while you can. Is we have some. We've been
business to do.
yeah, full. We've been all gas, no brakes for most of the weekend. Finish some stuff up before Christian heads back out. 1889 Portuguese 100 race. Ooh, a really nice Arabic piece. Look at this Afghan rupee. And then Christian will be in soon.
Oh, yeah, I'm due on.
Well, let him finish what he's. Crown size Portuguese? I don't think so. It would not ring a bell. So I don't know if we have any of like the 400 race
I mean,
today.
that's not flying, right? I don't.
2 Pasitas. That sounds pretty familiar, but I'm not sure. 17.99 5 centimes. No bids on that guy. Imagine. Seems like a tough denomination. Any square hole Chinese? I'm not sure. The Madonna and Child portrait on the reverse.
Gabe also should definitely part of this show.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Running for 10 hours.
Yeah, Gabe's actually going to do like the night shift.
Yeah, that's true. That's the rules. Gabe, would you run an auction all night?
I'd fall asleep halfway through, but it will be running.
I've thought about trying to get the world record.
What is the world record for the time on live stream?
Well, there's some. I actually wanted to do that as a publicity stunt, and I asked Whatnot, and they basically were like, "You shouldn't do that." Surprisingly, and then, but they were like, "Oh, there's a lot of people who kind of do it," but I don't agree because these people are not live, and it's like a team. So that's much different from one person getting up and
Yeah, exactly. Oof. Astrock, that's a fantastic.
30 hours.
918 hours, T. Labonte says.
Well, that might be.
Yeah, you might not be able to handle
See,
it.
LeBron, Sean. I'm gonna meet my maker if I do that. I don't think that because I think there are people who have done 918 hours of streaming, but again, it's swapping on. I'm talking about one person going the whole time, not breaking.
You just set up a bed and
Yeah.
there might be some silent hours in there. Or if you're like a loud sleeper, there might not be silent hours. 1797 Copperson time.
Here, I should hop in. One thing that we do.
Do we see it? I see it on. It doesn't pop up. I have to search for it, but I have to come across it. But it'll tell me on an item if it has reached a pre-bid. Okay, we'll do a buck and go, and then I think Christian is heading this way. 1895 Dutch 10 cents. Small little silver piece from 19th century Netherlands. Queen Wilhelmina. Young portrait of her on the obverse. Hairs down. What is the denarius looking coin on the table? Well, it is a denarius. Panzer. And then we're going to run this Swedish Slavonian Solidus. I think Christian's getting ready to hop in. Might run another item after that to get a little buffer. Okay, we'll pick up one more. Christian is in Texas. All right. And Nightly tags in the lead on this. Swedish Livonian. Solidus.
Those are really nice quality. The collection we got was fantastic. Thanks for a great start. Can you show me? I'm not very good at using the sticker system for a Buck and Go Jetton.
I
Use this.
Yeah.
Perfect. What's going on? Yeah, it's our first official time all together.
you type in a show, it should come up, but that might populate more than you want.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll make it $1 start just to be spicy. It is great to see everybody. Nemesis, it would be so fun. We are on such a tight schedule, but I feel like the next time I'm down, I'd love to stay for a lot longer, and we could make it happen. Maybe coincide with the show. Nice 1816 with some fantastic toning. 1860 dated Lege et Mort is, I think, laws and mores, which would not be specific to anything. What's going? Did I get that lot of ants? Overtime, what are we talking about? And all right, this is fun. I'm not very good at coin on screening stuff, so why don't we do another one? They're technically supposed to be 55 starts, which apparently is not that hard to. Yeah, these are all silver. Oh, I posted in. Oh, yeah. I did not get it, but I got about $13,000 of other stuff. This was in the recent CNG Harbridge Horde, sold for $132,000, and I honestly was only prepared to go up to call it like 75, 80,000, and I would have thought that was a pretty big stretch. And so, but I bought some other collections instead, which I'm going to make a really interesting. Well, but I will promise that it will be really interesting because I feel like a lot of my YouTube videos haven't been quite as good recently. This is a beautiful, so let's count that out. MD CCC, that's going to be 1846 dated, and it's also Quodquemque Notamus Notary Jetton. Just beautiful. Chambre de Notaire. The weight, I'm not so sure, but don't buy this one for the silver content. Gabe, do you know how to print out the? Do you know how to print stuff out?
Yeah, you can.
I have all the stuff that I have ready is in the printout section, like in the prints sheet in the Google Doc.
Sure.
Do we have any Mamluk stuff? That's a great question. This is Compagnie des Notaires, Arrondissement de Corbeil, Seine-et-Oise. I think that's talking about being on the Seine River. Beautiful reflective surfaces, and I think that is a fantastic pickup. Thank you so much, Gabe. That one is going to be, as shown on screen, number 19. Whoa, there's some cool stuff here that Isaiah's seems to have found. It's kind of fun for me because I have not really seen these coins too well. Let's do some UK farthings. Any more circular Jettons? Yeah, I'm actually inventorying. I just asked Gabe to help print out some stuff. They're not going to be available here. And this one's cool, 1668. Let me just show off the. These would have been. There's a 1668 super clear, which is really interesting. These would be like the Condor token equivalents, except they're half the size and they were much more provincially struck, whereas there was a lot more kind of central standards for some of the larger stuff. Curly Rouge, thanks for the purchase. The Tour of Frogland, yes, and it was awesome. It's a beautiful campus. I was very impressed, and I.
We didn't get to walk it though. Maybe that's what we should do tomorrow morning.
Oh, I would enjoy that.
Yeah, we should get coffee and then go walk the campus.
That'd be fantastic. Because I got a driving tour, but it's nice to get outside and walk. This one is going to be 1666, and a fantastic little collector's ticket that comes with it. AC 72, that would be awesome. Isaiah, I was just, Gabe may not have gotten to it, but I think we have the prints for all this stuff ready. Like, they're in the prints sheet. Ooh, what does this cost? I'm totally flying blind here. It's a very pretty. It looks like there's a little bit of deposits, but a Kingdom of Sicily Trifalaro. That's like expensive, right, Gabe? Do you know this one?
Is that, that's the larger one, right?
Yeah.
That with the lion.
I mean, I'm gonna say it has some bronze disease on it, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a lion and palm. Yeah, I missed.
Should I buck and go?
You can buck and go. That's fine.
All right, this one we have to. It's so sad. There's a little bit of bronze disease. It doesn't mean you can't treat it, but it's kind of a pricier type. We'll do dollar start. Like really nice eye appeal and just a couple of specs, but has this beautiful line on the front of it. Again, I'm mentioning that does have some of that bronze disease. Can always treat it, but beautiful, beautiful detail. And so that's kind of what we do in terms of one of those bronze disease. Man, if that thing was not afflicted, it'd be a whole different game. But still a really pretty type. Ooh, and then this interesting. Am I gonna get in trouble? This is a nice provincial type of Caracalla, Pontus Neo-Caesarea. Is that?
You can run it. Yeah.
I like doing dollar start things, which is kind of it's a problem. Very, very appealing. Like I think it has a really nice look to it. Where you do have this it's called Tetra style temple, and so the way it's 2x plus 1, y equals 2x plus 1, so there'd be 9 columns on the other side of it, so 4 times 9. And you can still see all the nice detail there. WY04, let me check that one out. Let's see if I can pull it quickly. It's also super fun to do this because a lot of these coins I haven't gotten to see myself because Isaiah does a good bit of the buying for Texas, but I'll also often buy some stuff down. A little bit worn, but like with where silver's at, we kind of have to stick firm at 99, and I don't think that that's unreasonable at all. You got an earlier portrait of King Louis XV. And so interesting. I think is going to be Paris Mint. Very cool. That one will go to DMAC. What else? Man, this is like winging an exam because I did not do my homework to see what we have here or what the prices are. Oh, let's.
Just ask Dave. My cheat is to just ask Dave what we got.
That's a good. He's extremely knowledgeable, so that makes sense. Maybe I should do that more often before I get us into too much trouble buying stuff I shouldn't be buying. What didn't I make some really? I thought I paid too much for those Sesterci the other day. Any cobs? No, we have some cobs that are NGC or PCGS. Often, it's going to be a lot smarter for us to actually get the grades on those. That one at $5, that's fantastic. M. Gwyn, I'm glad you got it. We had somebody wipe us out of those at 9, but those were the ones I had in California. Let's do a bill and ore of 160903. We can also maybe work in some nice little graded coins. We got some good eye appeal on them. Of course, M. Gwyn, and that's going to be, I think, Charles Excise the 11th, 1674. So very old, and to have silver in it, I think it's a nice and fun combo. So that's great. We have a Miss ID. I love NGC, but sometimes they do. This one is not Miss ID'd. Probably get about $29 for this one. This is going to be a post-reform radiate, so some of these Diocletian would have been ruling alongside Maximian, 284 to 305 in the Tetrarchic period. And then you have, I think it's this nice Concordia reverse, maybe sharing a globe. It looks like Victory holding a wreath. Love some graded cobs when I have them. That would be very fun. I'd enjoy that. I'd certainly enjoy that. What about some fun posthumous? Posthumous, because this one's not a regular. This one is Divus, so that means after his death they struck this, and it has a very well detailed altar, where presumably Antoninus Pius is inside. So that's a really fun type, and I think we might have. We do have another one. This one might go even, fitting up from there. It's got, I call it the birthday cake type, but I'm pretty sure it's just another altar. Take a look at that on the reverse. Consecratio. I think it's just like a 4-story. Is it a 4-story funeral pyre or something? Okay. Gabe has unamusedly said that is basically Uh, um, a funeral pyre, which I'm excited, even though Gabe might not like coins very much. We got a nice looking Hadrian. This was my bad for not getting full grade on this, but it's got some cool reflective surfaces on there. I'm a fan of how that thing looks. Dang, we got some nice Hadrian stuff here. Maybe this one. This could be a risk, but I think I'm gonna try it. This one is gonna be a silver denarius as well. Very nice. I mean, it's got a pretty looking salus, a seated salus, so it has everything under, Sal Augusti. What's going on, Jonathan? We got tons of great metals, by the way, that I'm going to take with me back up to. We got all the gang down in Texas. I'm going to take them back to California, and we'll probably have a pretty metal heavy show next week. Again, very nice reverse there. But thought of you, not that you need to, you need to buy anything, but a lot of it will be dollar start, and a lot of it's recently from, we've been trying to buy some great European collections. Here we have a Widow's Mite coin. You see the anchor on the reverse and then a real solid star up front. So that's we have the biblical story on there and everything. Blaney, go fast. We also have, forgot that we had some of the Roman procurators as well. It sounds good, S. Penny. If I recognize it, we're gonna try it out. Okay, this one I don't think we uploaded. Let's see. We have a Porcius Festus under Nero. Let's do try it at $39. Can't do a dollar star on this one, but it's a real fun one. Nero would have been very antagonistic to Christians in antiquity. Burns down part of Rome. The other slab that I just had, I think, let me see. It was, what was it? Oh, it was another Judea. I think it was a different Judean type. But very nice type, and we'll try to get that one for S Penny 902. What is that coin? Oh, 16. We did a little worse. We probably want to get at least it's got a hole in it. I guess we can just do it buck and go. I was gonna say if we do another one after this, we'll probably have to start it for 12 or 14 or something. It's got a really clear date, three crowns, 1669, and then there you see the inscription on the reverse of everything. Silver biblical slab coins, no, those get a lot pricier, honestly. So, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have them, but I've been a little bit hesitant to go out and buy them because I know I'd have to turn around and charge pretty healthy numbers on them. So, not that has prevented me from trying to do that in the past, but just I guess complicated things a touch. Oh, that's interesting. We have on the other side of things, this is going to be a tin Kelon Pittis. I paid $7 each for a bunch of these. This one, though, I would say is probably won't bid too much past that. It's a good budget one. Oh, maybe it may not be in there. Let's see. No, I don't have any other than the Widow's Mite. Any of them slabbed, unfortunately.
We have Widow's Mites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have a bunch.
Or they were saying, sorry, other than mites, do we have any silver? Which I think is tricky. This one is kind of cool. Breaking ground on the construction of the Treasure Town Dubai office. Man, I think we're going to be sticking to coins on this side of the Atlantic. But maybe if we go to Dubai, we'll get a big present somewhere else exciting as well. This is a cool Hybrids of Sind under Ali ibn Umar.
I think Gabe would like Treasure Town Dubai.
Yeah, Gabe, would you move to Treasure Town Dubai? Did that ever happen?
No, we'll walk out on it sometimes.
That's. I should say more stuff to make you walk out. This is a great Spanish medieval type of Toledo with a great cross right in the middle of it under Alfonso the Eighth. Very exciting Spanish medieval silver. Maybe it's not that exciting. I think maybe I lied. But no, it's fantastic. Let's see what other types might we have for people. AD, we said AD 5916. I honestly can't think
what.
what.
Stock of whites right there. I think it's a full stock of whites. There might be some like Herod and procurators in that as well. It might be kind of fun.
That's a good idea. There was one that I tried to pull, and I'm not sure that it had gotten in. Well, yeah, maybe we can just do. This is never a good idea. I'll dollar start some. I mean, that one has pretty nice eye appeal, though. Let's see how this one does. And then I'll look for AD 59 16. Oh, exciting. BSU's currently leading at 25. And let me tell you what I paid for that AD 59 16. That one will go to JS. Nice win. We normally start him 34, so I think you did do pretty solid there. 198. Ooh, I would have started for a little more. So we'll start for 198. That's what we decide coming in. Decent shot that this one bids up, though. Very nice taller sized Holy Roman Emperor under Ferenc the First, Frank. But I believe that would be the Hungarian version. I think this one likely could get in a little bidding war. Maybe it stays where it is. All right, 198. Didn't lose money on that one, but I think that one was pretty well attractive. Let's see this AD. We also have Tabaristani Hemidrams, some beautiful. This one's going to be under Cursed. Let's try it for about 24 bucks. Has a great Sasanian style, but would have been about 100 years, 105, 110 years after the downfall. And we have some better rulers here. So again, Cursed is not going to be the first. If you think of, I have a bunch of Tabaristani Hemidrams, you're probably looking at some of the anonymous types, which can be really pretty in terms of their eye appeal. But Blaney Go Fast, we'll scoop that one. Then we've got, let's do a Hanny, and we'll start for cheap for fun. Sudden death, though. No extensions. It's really only a 1.5 year type between 788 and 789. Real flashy. And I think, again, not abundantly common. We do have some She-Wolf and twins that are really pretty. We can also do more Tabaristan. Do we have much more? I don't know that we have tons of it. We actually have a decent mix, but I wanted to... Oh, these look pretty solid in hand. This one has some repatination, but the detail's really solid. I think we were trying to get... We paid in the 20s, so we're looking for 29 on them. She-Wolf and twins, again, repatinated, but you have great bristles of Romulus and Remus, 753 BC, the mythical scene of them, being born and basically going on to create Rome. And then you have the herbs Roma, really attractive obverse. So Astro K is going to take that one. Let's see. I think I have at least two more. It looks like I have exactly two more. So let's do the other two. This one's in for 28 for some reason. This one has not been repatinated. Very nice surfaces, and I think that AQ might mean Aquileia mint. This one could bid well past the prior, I would guess, but very, very nice. You can see the eyes super clearly in the wolf, and a very sharp obverse as well. That one's going to go to Spenny. And the last one has, I would say, slightly more muted reverse, but the obverse is pretty fantastic. And, I mean, on the reverse, you can see it extremely clearly. Would SMTS with A, or SMTSE, is that Thessalonica?
TSE, yeah.
Yeah, Thessalonica, Greece is the mint mark on this one. Herbs Roma, fantastic militaristic bust. That one really stands out. And then, sounds good, Astro. Okay, let me just look into that. I also am going to offer These are fun because I don't have any of these in California. These are going to be Farcon, and so that's going to be a pricier type than the prior. Very solid. This one's going to be 711 to 731 AD. So again, earlier Tabaristan. Where are the Dobwaids? Is that
They're just a dynasty.
a dynasty?
Ruled Tabaristan.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Farcon there. He's most famous for pushing back the Umayyads who tried to capture the region. He beat him.
Because they basically had like a system where it was like, we'll basically be subservient to the Umayyads, but it's not worth their effort to totally take it over, and then they'll like some kind of relationship like that, or am I mistaking that?
I think it's something like that, but I'm not fully certain.
Gotcha. What's going on, David? Hope you're doing well. All three of the we were just talking about some of the great coins we picked up from you, and we're. Oh, did I send them? No, I did not send the wrong. Yeah, I did. This one's going to be cursed, so this one's going to be a little bit cheaper. We'll start at why not $21? Should bid up. But we've been. I actually saw the great jewelry necklace. I think we're going to try selling it sometime soon, and see if there's if we've got a decent market for it. But ancient Greek. Let me also look in terms of some of those requests that had popped up. 0411, no 17. That one's gonna go to Big Pappy. Nice pickup. Domitian, yeah, sure. That sounds like it'd be fun to try out. Very nice. Why don't we dollar start at Seleucus and Pieria is going to be an ancient Antioch, which would be modern day Turkey. But Roman provincial. Domitian was a ruler who, after Titus's very short reign, he's going to come in. Has a nice patina, good, left-facing portrait, and a lot of detail on the reverse with that Senatus Consulto, which I believe would have referenced the authority of the Senate in striking. Dr. Nathan in the I was going to say low teens would have been a success. Yeah, and in terms of looking like Khusro, I mean, Khusro, so that's exactly why they're like Arab Sasanian, Tabaristani. It's really an extension that we see there. Jay Burns in the lead, and this one could definitely have some more fight. Not surprised to see it continuing here. And so, very, very fun. Rome provincial coins are always a delight, and I wish I knew a little bit more about them. I would have been able to ID that one. It was, it's a more recognizable design, right? But what's the other request? WY130508. That sounds fun and interesting, but I'm honestly not too sure. 130508. Oh, nice. Also, possible BD doesn't look particularly active, but I don't want to promise that. It's a very large flan coin, which is really nice. And it's got this. Whoa! Look at that counter mark. Take a look at that. I don't know if it's an advancing, like Nike or something like that. It looks like Athena almost with a shield and a plumed helmet. Really fascinating counter mark. Right in the center there. That's super, super fun. And we hadn't had that notated, so lovely. We've sold some awesome countermark stuff today, is what I'm under the impression, at least. So, for sure, yeah, no, that's real cool, and a little unexpected. Didn't realize, glad that I was able to call it out. Let's see if we got any other fun. Well, we got a lot of fun stuff, but in terms of what's laying out here, Silesia. This one, speaking of earlier one, in terms of interesting, this one's going to be a Sasanian dram. It almost is. It's been clipped down to almost a hemidram size, so that is actually Khusru II with a super Class E Christ. Not today, but yeah, really interesting. Normally we sell these Sasanian drams way pricier, but obviously it's been clipped down a good bit. And the request was going to be around WY 15 something. Gravy, what is that? I'd love to grab it for you. I was just saying it's fun for all of us to be in the same place here. UA. Let me try to go find it. Yeah, Gravy. He we picked him up some awesome coins. I don't have quite the like mix of. Actually, no. This is a more desired. So let's pull that. I do want to finish off just because we were kind of on the topic of some of the nice Sasanian history. But I was tugging to Gravy last weekend, and it's been it's been cool because it's been away for a while. We've picked up some awesome inventory of that. Call it South Asia, Central Asia, that type of thing. But then we're gonna pull that. That's a really interesting. The Boja Silver Dram I've not seen before. Here's the Daba and then UA09. Does 09 exist, or is it maybe WY09 or something? Oh no, I'm.
No, come over, yeah.
Oh, or would you like to, in terms of which flips are for which?
Yeah, or like where stuff is.
I can also. Okay, let's just. This one I think is kind of. I've never seen this type before, so it should be kind of popular. It's not the type of thing that we get in all the time. This is going to be Imperial Prataharas, successors of Boja the First, Silver Dram. Really fascinating with some nice kind of friendly toning. Really cool. And yeah, that one's awesome. It's very rare these days that I don't recognize something, if that makes sense. Well, that's not true. There's plenty of coins I don't recognize, but like, it's fun for me to have something in front of me. You're saying the Queen Elizabeth, the sixpence? Yeah, I'm not sure. And it sounds like there'd be some interest in some of these nice.
There's a sixpence on the table.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what would be fair for it? What would be fair for it? This one's kind of a nice looking banker's marked.
You could fucking go it.
Very nice Pegasus. No, I'm too nervous on a nice sixpence is tough to find. Very solid detail. And then here's with the Sabine women type. This one is going to be a little nicer shape than the prior. That one's actually pretty. This is a fairly famous type. Bareheaded and bearded head of King Titus Tatius. And then there's two soldiers who are going to cast their shields at this woman. Excuse me. Could see this one bidding up a good touch more as it starts to here. It sounds good. Gravy. Let's pull that one. Very interesting type. This Tuglug, the Bill and Tanka, is I think not like extremely inexpensive. I may also just pause to offer because this one's right around. So this is a time that Julius Caesar is alive, which I think a lot of people find interesting. It's not surprising. This probably circulated for a long time. You have the Scales of Justice with Venus, and then on this side, you actually have both stars up above, and then you can clearly read Rufus for Cordius Rufus. And it's two. I think it's two heads. Yeah, the Dioscuri. So you can come back to that one. Is this like a Brashlow restrike? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's awesome. Let's do the Tuglug type. That's cool. Firouz Shah. But hoping to get a bunch more really cool similar types. We'll start at probably around $25 or so. I haven't done tons of price discovery, but it's a very chunky, appealing item. Like, it's got nice eye appeal, basically. Oh, what's going on, Tiffany? Yeah, let me try to find those. 667. Still getting used to this mix. That one will go to Gravy. Ooh, just a buck above. Nice pickup. Are those what I think they are? Ooh. What are we supposed to sell these for? I think they're kind of pricey. Do you have a sense? Did you put in starts on these? $3.99. Sounds good. Let's check it out. A little edge chip. Didn't hurt anybody, but it actually did hurt this Denarius. We have the kind of dual lightning bolts on the reverse there. Buck and go. I'm on to you. No, but I think a very nice eye peel type. It's and it's by Salvidianis. The tricky thing is going to be we almost never get these coins in, so we have to ask a little closer to retail. So frustrating for me, obviously, because I want to be getting stuff. Tiffany will get a bid in on it. You know, charging way more, but it's often ends up being a hard, like in terms of in my mind, it's a little tough to make happen. And then again, this one, there is an edge chip that you can see. Similar, a lot of notation, edge chip, brushed marks. But this is going to be Octavian from 30 to 29. That is the same guy that it even says there that's Augustus. But this is prior to him taking that title of Augustus. You can see Caesar on the reverse. He's saying, "Hey, I'm the Caesar. I'm going to issue this in my name." Because prior you would have had a bunch of it was a Roman Republican position to go in and mint coins in your name. Kind of got rotated out here. So we've also got some. This one's kind of interesting. This is going to be a Laodicean chunky bill and tetragram. And a nice portrait, attractive eagle on the reverse. And we have some rarer rulers too. We've got Herennius Etruscus, I believe. This one's going to start at 89. We've got a bid. We'll see if that bid's up. Yep, Astro K is going to jump in there. Nice win for Astro. Herennius Etruscus is cool because ruled for about 1 year. There was Trajan Decius comes in. So it's a worn type, but the eagle's actually reasonably attractive. Yeah, I mean, it was a bold statement back then. It's really coming out and doing something risky. But yeah, nice Syrophoenician type here. This one's actually going to be Philip II. And also, take a look. I love the wreath in the eagle's mouth. I can see this one. Obviously the first two, one sold for 89, one sold above that. We'll see how this one bids up, but a very pretty Philip II as Caesar. Astro K will be the first bidder there. Philip would have been ruling as Caesar along with Father Philip I, married to Oticilius Severa, but kind of some Eastern rule. That one will get, I believe, 2 bids up. And then we also have, speaking of Philip the First, maybe this one. Well, let's do the other one that we have. This one is going to be the Philip. Okay, no, 79. Let's see. This one should be. Let's offer this one. Philip II. If you missed that one, you can very clearly see Philip in terms of the Greek lettering with a super nice eagle on frond on the reverse. That reverse really, I would say, stands out. And so on this side, you're going to have kind of a plain, Philip wouldn't have had like an elaborate beard. Philip II, like Philip the father did. This one's being up to 97. We'll see what else, because we have some cool graded stuff that I'm pretty pumped about. Tiffany currently in the lead. Big Daddy Cat is also going to jump in. Very, very fun and interesting type here. And that one is going to go to Cat. This one is going to be, let's see. This is the last Philip II, I believe. And that one's going to be right facing. And then I want to make sure that we have, just while that That one's going to go to Tiffany. And let me try to find this one. Let's see. It's going to be 855-8802-071. I think this is our last one for today. Let's see. It's not showing up here. Come on. There we go. All right, last one of these, and then we can jump to really whatever other people would like. This one has kind of a cool, because you have Antiochoi spelled across the bottom of it, which is kind of, I don't know, to an extent unique. The Bashlo Restrike, I don't actually know the Bashlo Strike. I bet Isaiah, if somebody would know here, he'd probably have the best sense. Uh-huh. Okay, apparently similar dies, but we're not exactly sure. This one is just a really nice star on this Pruda, staring right at us. So wanted to offer it, and then we can also find, we have a real nice mix of different Denari. Oh, we have some Commodus, fairly frequently popular ruler. That's going to be the son of the very famous Marcus Aurelius. And so let's see, these ones, it says $69. I might drop these to $60, just for fun. Interesting left-facing figure on the reverse than the bearded Commodus, and it's going to often, it'll refer to like Britain, some of his conquests there. AD, yeah, for sure. Let me find that one. AD 53. Cat currently in the lead on this. What do we think this Bolivian medal is worth? I may do a couple more Commodus just because he's often really popular, but then we'll definitely do that Bolivian type. This one, why don't we start at for 60, but it really should. Bit of touch higher as this fantastic spear facing right. Clear detail on this side as well. But this one's sudden death. Just very nice patina overall, I would say. And I think it's Mars maybe on the back of that. But we can also hold off. We can, let's see what else we could find. Well, we said AD 53. Yeah, why don't we dollar start this one? Gabe, I'm looking at you. I'm aware that this is the whole team. Just calling that one out. 1884 dated Bolivian silver medal. It's got a hole in there, but should bid up pretty solid. Astro K, let's check it out, of course. 1606. Oh, that's interesting. Do you guys have any sense for what this Crimean medal is supposed to cost? It's like in pretty low grade. It says, okay, yeah, we have a $39 in it. Man, I wish this one was in better shape, but Crimean, that's fantastic. Super interesting history. Because it's not like I think it's less mass produced than a lot of what I've seen. You can see the two imperial crowns up top, and then what looks like a all-seeing eye pyramid with rays coming out of it. I think that's it on the Bolivian front for today. Let's see. Oh, that's a cool Jerusalem coin. Let's see. What about nice Alexander the Great coins? This could be dangerous. What about a lifetime dram? Oh, this one's only $300. Lifetime VF. No sudden death. I think pretty solid eye peel on there. Bought this from a New York-based dealer recently, and the legs are not going to be crossed. Alexander the Great, obviously, conquered the Persians. So this would have been struck while he was still living. It's kind of metallic. You have almost all of Heracles on there. Absolutely, Astro K. I understand as well. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Are these? No, but these are just really good eye appeal. This is like mid 7th century. We actually have some gold solid eye. This is going to be artificially repatinated, but like I think it looks really pretty. You see holding crosses in both arms, one with the imperial orb and a cross, and then I don't know what that NEO is going to mean down the side, but really pretty. And that repatination bringing out some of the contrast quite strongly. And then yeah, 2611, sure. And gravy, yeah. Let me find that. WY49. W49. Maybe I'll even grab a handful of some of those. We're first going to do this Guangzhou cache. Right around the time of the collapse of the Qing Empire. It is Qing, though. Let's do a dollar start. See what happens. Very nice eye appeal. And then we also have some basically fully ID'd Sasanian coins, which is awesome. And that one is going to land with Astro K. We got an Academy Jetton. Ooh, I think this one at $25 is very attractive start point. We'll still keep it solid, sudden death, but Académie des Sciences, Arts, Belles Lettres et d'Agriculture. Very, very solid eye appeal. Astro K gonna jump in, start on that one. Nice eye appeal. That one is gonna land with Astro. This one here, looks like we have one more, maybe two. No, just one more. So if you missed that one, we do have one similar type here. And then we can move on to some of the other great gens that we brought. See where this one bids up to at the last second here. I'm going to jump in. That one is going to land at 38 to Astro K. This one, 1737 dated, States of Lille. It's going to be a brass gen with silver plate on it. Really nice, I think. And I'm trusting these 25 starts here, but also not being shocked when things inevitably bid considerably up. Especially, the next one we even have like a wine merchants type. So that should be exciting to snag. And, again, does not surprise, I think, any of us, but these close to dollar start. This one has a hole in it, but it's 1700s, and it's has some beautiful ships on the reverse. It says Les Gare Marchands de Vin. Really, really cool. Because I think wine, drinking, all that kind of thing, big part of culture, and so just super interesting to see that translate over like this on their Jettons. Let's see. This one is actually going to be Catherine de Medici. Obviously Medici is a name that's fairly significant, and you're going to have this really interesting scene. It looks like there's clouds. I'm not sure what's on the horizon, but this would have been minted right after the death of Henry II, actually. So in terms of like proximity to really interesting historical figures in kind of that Renaissance or medieval time period, I feel like this one definitely stands out. That one's going to the gravy. And we can eventually get back to some of the gens underneath. Okay, it looks like we actually have, I'm not going to lie, two more of these. I didn't realize that. Again, this is inventory I haven't seen. This one's going to be a little bit more worn, though, and then I think the last one is probably in the best shape, but there's a little bit of graffiti on it. So I don't think we have more on the wine merchant side, unless I forgot what we have. But we actually have a Claude de Gouguenou et Alphonsine medal. That one's going to go to Baffy. But yeah, this one I think is the best shape, but again, has a little bit of like that graffiti, just some kind of random problems going on with it. But I could see just the absolute, or more, not graffiti, but just some scratches. The patina on it and the strike is stronger. It's in a better condition. So again, I'm just trying to present kind of exactly what's going on, and then you guys make the call in terms of which ones you want. We've got two of this type here. We have a 1644 Claude example with a really interesting crest. It almost looks like thetas, maybe like a little snake, or is that like a dolphin, which is a common imagery. But this would be, again, Claude de Guénégaud et Alphonsine. So not the most common. Really cool that we were able to snag it. That first one is going to go to gravy, as I mentioned. There are two, and then we'll do the last two of the Jettons from this group, but we've cleaned them out. We can pivot to some of the silver ones, which unsurprisingly are going to be a lot pricier. I think last week they averaged in the low 70s, but we start them at 55, so that means, you know, some are going to stick at 55. Hopefully not too many of them for me, but if they go there, that's okay. And then, you know, that means the average, if some go for 55, then a bunch go for, you know, high 80s, somewhere in the hundreds. We have a Anne of Austria, kind of fun. And then, let's see, Well Struck, and NGC Spenny. Let me see. That's an old number. I honestly am not. Can you tell me more about what that coin is? That one will go to Gregory, and then I think it looks like we have one left, which is kind of this fun, celebrating the bourbon restoration, no sudden death. It's small, so don't buy it for the silver, but it's really cool. Louis the 18th. I think that's when they bring back after Napoleon's death, or not death, but like capture. You have Louis the 18th and a really interesting, nice condition little medalette again of 1808. We got the Cilician Greek Stater. Sure, that will be our first one to not sell, but we've sold all the rest and we still have some Jettons. Let me pull that Cilician Greek Stater. We also have some fantastic Sasanian drams, but here's the Cilician. Oh, it's got a beautiful swan on the back. No sudden death for sure. Very chunky punch. And then on the front, you have what looks like an advancing winged male. But really, what's important on this one is going to be, hey, how's the swan look? Super intact and really chunky. A little bit over, 2,400 years old. So we can come back to that one as well. I also kind of want to, we can try some of these Sasanian, which are really next level in terms of their condition. In the past, I've sold them at 44, and many of them have sold. This one was minted in Meshon. You can see really clear Zoroastrian fire altar. At this level, you know, we paid high 30s, so you're trying to make about $3 or $4, but very, very clear and large flan. That I think is pretty charming about these, and that's nice. I mean, I can't do this, but Gabe has that ability, which is pretty next level, to get us the mints. Oh, these are Isaiah? No way. All right, I'm giving credit where credit is not due. Gabe was far from these coins. This is all Isaiah. Crushing it here. This one was also Meshon. I would say these Zoroastrian fire altar attendants, because Zoroastrianism, very famous Persian religion, kind of the Greek Hellenistic times, they'd gotten away from it, but that was the Sasanian kind of coming back, and these would have financed the large kind of treasury purchases of the kingdom. That one is not going to sell, but obviously nice to offer one, and if people want more, which would not be a surprise, we can come right back to them. Let's see, what is that type? We have Quinary. These are fun. I don't know if maybe people already saw these, but beautiful bore reverse here. These are just like nicer end ones, basically. You have fantastic detail. And this is going to be right up to when Julius Caesar conquers the Gauls. So this is going to be about a half denarius denomination. And we have a couple different tribes, but this is actually going to be Sakani. So I would say we have probably a few more Aidwi than Sakani. That one's not going to get more bids than the basic 34 start. We'll see if this one, which also has a very clear flan, and then you see Roma's head. It's fairly off-center. Fun how off-center that actually is, but you can see the curls going back, and then the clear bore reverse again with the spikes up above. Okay, let's see. NGC VG edge cuts. Let me check it out. Let's see if I can find that. I found some Antoninus Pius Denari, but I don't know. Would is this stuff in the show, Isaiah? Like,
That's the 049.
let's see. I'm trying to. Do you know where the an Alexander the Great 822? It's like a VG edge cut. Somebody was asking about. VG edge cut. 8229049. No worries if not. But they were just curious about it. I also could have like probably picked it up and put it down. Oh wait,
What's the last three on it?
it's gonna be 016. Oh, I think that one's it. Yeah. Cool. Great. Thank you, Isaiah. I'm still learning how it's done in Texas. $49. That's pretty cool. This one should bid up a good bit beyond that. I mean, on eBay, should comfortably be well above. Oh, and you have an awesome person who's waiting and like walking underneath. As soon as I clean this office up. Gabe Nato.
Oh, you dropped all.
Very nice, very nice ancient though, and we've got some, what I think, some good ancients on deck. Again, VG edge cut, posthumous dram, but I love that little standing guy in between. So very fun. We also have this one at $29. I think will be exciting. We got a sudden death.
Gabe hasn't even hopped in yet.
Gabe, you're on deck, and I'm not talking about 2 minutes from now. I'm talking about in 3 seconds. No, we could maybe give him 5 minutes, but I may have to knock out. And then I think we can figure out basically, my thought would be what to grade, do like, I mean, I assume you.
I think we have a good feel for it.
Okay.
But it'd probably be good to make sure that we have, like all of the coins that we're assuming that like, we have things in bags skewed up, or at least with some kind of like semblance where they are on the dock.
That makes sense.
Like putting them into like the greatest.
Beautiful reverse on this one.
I think Jigger would be fun. I don't think we need to make this stuff today.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, 100% on that front. Yeah, we have some beautiful Denari. This one I will start at $69 again. I try to start them at prices that they'll bid up, and this just looks really pretty. We've got Akitas on the reverse, and it's just got like the eye appeal basically is really solid. So that makes, I think, the job a little bit less challenging in terms of explaining why it's a great coin to own. Daddy Cat can win that one. Then we've got this Denarius, and can probably continue with some of the, if I'm focusing on more on the eye appeal front. Ooh, we have a great Tetricus type, and yeah, man, nice eye appeal goes a long way. This one is going to be a consul for the third time, and then Tetricus is going to lead basically a usurpation of, he gets brought back in by Aurelian. Tetricus and his son Tetricus the second, but fantastic bearded portrait, radiant bust on the back. I think that looks like Spes, maybe SPES, but very clear reverse. Always fun, always a good type. And then we can fast forward a little bit. This is now after the Romano-Gallic Empire has gone away, and try a good eye peel Probus. Very, very fun. Again, really solid detail on this one. Let's see. In terms of other solid eye peel types, I wouldn't say the eye peel is off the charts on this one. Just call that out, but the reverse type is really nice. We've got Virtus, and it's like really clear that it is Virtus there. So Claudius II is going to rule for not too long after the fairly long-standing but comparatively weak reign of Gallienus. Can I run some raw stuff? Sure, give me some inspiration in terms of what you're looking for. We can go through all the silver gems that I brought. Here's another Claudius. I could see this one getting to the 30s. Just because it's really sharp on both sides. And that one, it looks like it's going to be genius on the reverse. I don't know that's a rare reverse. You got the cornucopia, but again, the eye peel and detail is really good. $260 on a lifetime. I wouldn't Panzer just because it's not a coin. If I had somebody who would sell me another one for, $225, I could probably do it, try to make my $20. But when it's a rarer coin that's not available in abundance, oh, I forgot. This one has the VOT XX on the back, post-reform radiate. I don't know where that'll land it, but I don't think that's, the more common reverse, basically. So really solid and interesting reverse type here on this Maximian. Gravy's going to take it, and then, yeah, is there interest if we tried some of the, and here's another solid eye peel. This one looks like Fides, so that's a different reverse type. Fides on the back. We could do some of the Jettons, great bearded bust, and even if you can't see if it's Caesar because you have the beard, that's going to be the senior. Alabanda tetradrams, I don't think we've got. Gravy's going to snag that one. And then I know I had mentioned him, so I don't want to avoid any of them. We're going to do one of a classic, Gallienus, the slightly weaker ruler. Then after these two, though, we will go and run the Silver Jettons because I think there's probably good demand on them. Oh, but we also have some of the Toledos. I keep forgetting about those. They're found, we've got them more in Texas. Jinx Kanda in the lead on this one, and then Gravy comes back for it. Jinx in the lead. Nice bust of Gallienus. Rollicon rupees. Sure, can you get me the skew on those? And keep reminding me because there's probably a couple of coins in front of it that I'm planning on trying. But let's see. This one's going to be Gallienus, $29. I know the last one for 34, but this is a zoo type. You've got like almost a deer or stag or something similar. Always popular. Really, really cool. And I think I have a couple that I bought recently that are like, those might be in the 70s or something, but like really, really good condition ones. And then we also, again, for medieval Spain, this is going to be Alfonso VIII from Castile and Toledo. Toledo's what's on the slab, but you have the very clear Spanish cross on the back there. And then, it's nice medieval silver from 1100s, a little bit in the 1200s. But I feel like medieval is something that I'm expanding a bit more to, so I've enjoyed, offering some of those. That one's actually just going to go at 44. We'll run another one with hopes of it bidding higher. Spanish Colonial, we've got some, but I don't know that's ready and inventoried, but we should have some of them for you not long from now. And I know we mentioned Rollicon. I did want to do some of the Silver Jettons. Gravy's going to be the first bidder. We'll see where this one ends up. $44 start. And it's only going to stay at 44. Well, why don't we do a couple of Silver Jettons. 1854 dated. Has some nice toning. Compagnie de Notaire of Amiens. very, very flashy, and staying at 55 at the moment, likely to head higher as it does. That one is not too difficult to predict, and that one's going to land for 72. JD Syracuse Diletron. I'm not sure exactly where that one is going to be, and so I think we could try to pull, but I'm not sure. This one has a beautiful kind of bluish toning. We might have to come back on the Diletron because I'm not sure exactly where it's priced either. I don't know the number to ask on it. And so let's see. We've got, yeah, man, these are fun with a nice blue tone too. Currently only that one is gonna get sniped. 63, I think, is shrewd play. And so, let's see. We could do this one is going to be similar. Okay, and then I'll do one, and then we'll do some of the roll cons, and then
That was all
23 W.
Yeah, I don't know what those are, but I'll get them printed in the next batch.
Did I might not have copied something in. Could be AC 81, or they all should be in the. I thought I ported them all over the prints, but maybe I didn't. That one's gonna go to Astro K. And then I think just because we have a bunch of stuff we're excited for, I think I'll officially throw out kind of like a 15-minute timer at this point. Try to get through all the Jettons, but we got to grab dinner and not stay out too late. I think $21. I don't even know with where silver's at. I could see these bidding a lot higher. Plus, it's not like people are, pun intended, rolling and rollicon types. They're not like extremely plentiful. The Portugal, what's the skew? I don't know what's going on with it. I actually don't. I don't want to, misrepresent it or anything. Or, I don't think it's one of the Bashlow restrike types, is what the rumor is. But really nice Alexanders. Yeah, we do have some of the really nice Alexanders, but they're not that. We're not like discounting them a ton. It's probably pretty close to, cheaper for the market, unless somebody started, selling them way cheaper than I do. And we have a bunch of different regnal years, by the way. A lot of people will put together different date sets. Can I show it and not run it? Sure. Let me know what the skew is. Seems like we may get through the extent. Can I reorganize my eBay? We need more categories. Cinnamon, that might be true, but also we got a lot going on.
We actually might be able. What kind of categories would you like to see on eBay?
This one's Unwalla Mint, by the way, and I'll let you know what he says in terms of the organization. AD 81. Let me pull that. 80 AD. Oh, sure. Jeffrey. We'll get that, and then our last but not least, Rollicon. This one's going to be struck at Moradabad in Regnal Year 6. See where this one lands. But yeah, maybe it could be more fun to just scroll through and see all what crazy stuff we might come up with. Yeah, I don't think there is Peep Rat. Oh, but we could show it on screen, very likely. The Portugal manual Setil, is that like super rare, or can I?
No, you can do whatever.
Well, okay, sure. Sorry, it's all a game in terms of this is all really fun for me because the guys are in the back. Gabe will have to at least just sell maybe one coin. Really cool. Colonial Portugal, though. I mean, think 1492. That would have been Christopher Columbus sails the Ocean Blue. 480 Blaney Go Fast. Let's see, is that on the Choice XF? We could probably do 480 on it. Yeah, why don't we do 480? It's nice to have it XF 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. And I'm not going to be shocked. Why don't we, just for time's sake, 479? Somebody else might jump in for it. But, I mean, this thing is Beautiful and extremely well centered. I mean, hence the 5s, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. But beautiful Alexandrian type. 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Blaney will be the first bidder. We'll see if that lands. Kat, yeah, are you looking for Roman silver or, Roman bronzes? Because we should have both of them. Congratulations, by the way. That's a larger, item to win. We will make some of these other ones available to other people who might want something really nice. The Choice XF like that. It's not like something that we can just have all the time. Choice VF can be a little more frequent. Marcus Aurelius. Do we have any Marcus Aurelius in the auction? Perfect. That one's going to go to the gravy, and then both of those were early posthumous issues. I think our last one, because I think we might have uploaded some. This is going to be a lifetime Graham. Panzer is going to be the first bidder at $2.99. Again, this struck during his lifetime. Gravy's going to come back. And the unfortunate, we had actually, maybe I sold them too soon, but sold some of these to some of my other friends. This should be the last one that's going to be available. Panzer. Roman, Greek, Byzantine is the request in terms of how we split things out. Congrats to Panzer on that one. I know I'd said we would do some of the silver Jettons, kind of to round those out, just because, basically sell what we have on screen. Everything's now going to be sudden death, though, in terms of these guys, which is maybe less exciting, maybe more exciting. I don't know. But this one is really solid. It's going to be an OIS. It's got, oh, wow. Look at that reverse type. Beautiful. I should have flipped that one earlier. Dang. Okay, I'm going to pay more attention to these because they are pretty. Let's try. Well, that one is beautiful. It has some kind of bluey toning to it. Chambre des Notaires, Heure Edouard. It's going to be the type that we've got. And then we'll do some of the Roman as well, but beautiful. That one is going to go to the gravy. Man, this is a nice collection, isn't it? Here we've got beautiful Lege et Meaux. This is going to be Arrondissement de Chinon. I'm not sure exactly the specifics of Chinon, but man, these are pretty. It's just like fun to have to be able to offer them. And let's see, that one is going to be 25. This one is going to be 26. Chambre. Oh, that one is cool. It's got the scales of justice. Very, very pretty. Charter Shout of 18. I can't tell if it's 50 or 30. Chambre des Notaires. Hammered British. I think there's a little bit, but I did not put this show together, so I'm not sure exactly all the specifics, which is sad. That one will go to Kat. And then let's see. There's only, I know there's more on screen, but we can only run what we've got here, and I'm not going to make exceptions. We'll have some in the future, but no more after this. This is going to be Juridiction Volontaire, French, and it should be Marianne. It says Suffrage Universel. Really cool. So that one will go to MT. And then let's pull this one. Very pretty. Arrondissement de Rouen. Oh, wow. Also going to have Marianne on the front of that with the beautiful Argent stamp. Fantastic. Look at that. It's going to be Notaire d'Arrondissement. And then I think we've only got 2 more on the Jens front. I know we talked we would run some of the German or some of the Roman coins. We have both bronzes and some denarii as well. And I'll look for Marcus Aurelius. I'm not sure exactly what we have. Oh, that's cool. It says Code Civil, Code Civil, Entrée Loire in the middle with some blue tone. And then on the other side, complementary press with the 3 fleur-de-lis in the center. Always very fun. That one is going to be landed by the Gravy. And then last but not least, this Napoleon the third Empereur Jeton has been staring at me, and I wanted to save it for last. Nièvre, it's going to be Notaire de l'Arrondissement de Clamecy. I'm going to spare it. Yeah, exactly. Gabe definitely has to run a coin. Let's see where this one lands. That one will go to Big Daddy Cat at, let's see, about 96. That one is Jeton 30. Come back to these guys next. When is your next show? Probably like Thursday? Or do you think you'll have one on Wednesday? Some point next week. I'll probably be back myself on Wednesday. But I'm not, it's not over till it's over. We got some nice Roman coins to run. And then we'll have Gabe at least he's not going to escape here without running a single coin. Here's the Antoninus Pius Denarius. Pretty solid definition. Is it worn? Yes, but the wear is fairly attractive in the sense that his beard is clear, still has detailed hair. Very solid. WX1201. Cat is gonna win that one. I don't see 1201. Let's try. We have a nice mix of different. Okay, this one's already in quite solid shape. Let's see. Post-reform radiate, so you have a really solid Concordia reverse, KS handing victory. It's an AE Gen. I don't see it. Maybe it was. It might have gotten pulled earlier and not coming back. I think we may have to, run that one another time. This one I'm not going to start for a different price, but it is a beautiful Salinina Salinina double denarius. There's the reverse, but take a look at Salinina's portrait. Empress alongside Gallienus. We have another one that should stay around 29, but this one, I could see just on eye appeal. The Alexander on the bottom of the screen, sure. We can run that after. Cat gonna win there. Let's see. Then we also have. Do we have more Zoo? Well, we'll see. Tiffany Ancients leading on this, and it's a very nice Felicitas. Or is it Felicitas or something? I don't think it is. But Kelantan that was shown earlier. It wasn't upload, but we'll have it this week. Definitely bookmark all of our shows. There's a bunch of placeholder shows. Beautiful silvered Gallienus, by the way, with a really cool worn die. You'd often see the reverses pretty worn if they were rotating out the front, and then our next type is going to be pretty solid as well. Buck and Go Romans, I don't have those, but sometimes we do. It's not a never thing, but today, just because we're almost about to be done, we wanted to hit some of the key items, so we're running some of these real solid eye appeal coins. Again, we have a couple nice Claudius in front of us. This one's really cool too because you have the PXV below, so it's kind of an exciting reverse type. I'm not sure exactly all the specifics in terms of rarity. Some of these guys know that better. Raw Dustin, we have a lot of those, but just in terms of I promised a bunch of these, then I'm going to try. Ooh, that's a really clear Felicitas on the outside with a great portrait of Claudius. And then we'll have a slightly more worn one, but the nice thing about the next one is that you're going to see Claudius facing to the left. So, again, very, very sharp, great detail. You have the radiate crown. Not shocked to see this one bidding high relative to the start price. And then here's the Claudius looking the other way. And then we have a very nice to close it out. Claudius the First or Caligula? I don't exactly know, but let me try to go look for WX just while it's out. I'm going to actually put some of those away so that Gabe can potentially run them in a moment, because the whole gang's together. You know what that means. We got to offer the, everybody has to run a coin. Gabe, do you want to jump in and run this WX9004?
Sure, but how about you run one of the Jerusalem games?
Oh, we have to run. Do you want to run the Jerusalem game?
I want you to be the first one that pokes one of those.
Well, what do you think? What do you think that? Yeah, I feel like that's like if there was a Gabe coin, that was the whole reason we have that coin. I would not have purchased that group, but Gabe identified that there was some. This reminds me of like, okay, actually, I'm not allowed to do bullying. No, I'm kind of. So, guys, what do you guys think? What type of HR should Treasure Town have? Because right now I'm HR, and so I reported myself for being about to bully Gabe for walking away. So, I've now reported myself. And
well, you run one of them, and I'll run another one after.
Oh, is there 2 Jerusalem ones?
3.
We have 3.
Yeah.
You should have told me that. I would have loved to. Well, maybe I will still keep one for my collection. Yeah. Well, no, it's too late. We're running them. Wait, where are they out somewhere or no?
I don't know about
Really pretty Constantius the First. 1325.
169, 170, 171.
Okay, I can find. Here, could you maybe find them while? Maybe we do this. Maybe we kind of have a crescendo in terms of price. We'll bump the price. This one has a worn reverse, everybody, but it is Salinina. So that's kind of desirable. And then, both are Claudius. Would somebody be able to urgently help me? Except it's not that urgent. Well, it's kind of urgent, but we're looking for some Claudius coins. That one's go to the gravy. Yeah, it might be in my lap or something too. I'm not sure. This should be this Aurelianianus. I think there's 2 of the Claudius ones. And then we could do a Probus after this as well. Jinx Canada gonna jump in. Allow AI to determine my HR hearings. That could be successful. Oops, still on. Oh, and we found. Oh, these are Claudius. Oh, those are cool. The Claudius ones should be very, very strong. Let's see. They might have to go for higher start price. I'm not sure what we have them at. Probably at least 49, I would say. Oh, no, we have it right at 49. So that was priced by Isaiah. We think the same. Oh, whoa! This is an awesome reverse type. Take a look at that full chariot. It looks like either a. Yeah, that's super cool. Nice. That one will go to. I don't know about that, Adrian. This we have to take sudden death off because these things are pretty popular. You have very clear Senatus. The Consulto part is not surviving antiquity quite as well, but have that very solid left-facing portrait right after Caligula before Nero. Tiffany Ancient's going to be the first bidder, but I think this one's got some legs. And it already has the full grade, so that's definitely appealing. As is this one, which is going to be a bronze. This one we'll just let it go for $39. Should be a little bit more attractive. And here, or not attractive, well, pricing wise, S and a C on the other side. Oh, and then we have that Alexander the Great Dram that is going to be raw. Big Daddy Cat going to be in the lead on it. We still have to take a more detailed look at some of those Toledos. That one will go to today. We got the Alexander. This one should bid up more than 79. Spenny already has a bid on it. Very good eye appeal. We probably should have sent this one to grading, but we'll see where this one lands from a nice little collection that we bought out of Kentucky. Price 1809 is going to be the reference on this. Very solid looking coin. Not surprised to see that pre-bid getting tested. I might have started it a little higher, but I'm going with the pre-bids the prices that we had in already. Is that going to go at 85? Congratulations. Gabe, you ready to jump in?
That one on.
Okay, this one. What should we run this guy for?
Just put me on.
Buck and go this thing? Do we have costs? Or are we? All right. This is a Kingdom of Jerusalem under Amori. You gotta give it 30 seconds.
This isn't like a $50.
Heavily chipped. Beautiful. You have the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
You know, in Fort Worth, they're bringing artifacts of the Holy Sepulchre to the Kimball Art Museum.
Really?
Yeah. So it's really cool. So that's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
the next,
exciting.
after this next.
You guys have to go.
Yeah, I'll take it.
March. Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem silver denier, likely to continue to head north. As we do these, I think I may kind of offer some of the Rome until it runs down, but I assume we're kind of wrapping the show soon. Gabe, you got to get in here. It's not the whole gang, and then I'll come back with some graded Roman adventure. There we go.
What is sold over here? Is there? Is this
This is. Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right.
Hello, everybody. One day, J-Matt, so I'll be fast one day. But yeah, let's start off with a good old Elizabethan sixpence. We're asking 69 on this baby. How you doing, Big Daddy Cat? Like, jeez. Oh, sorry. I should have switched out the prices. But yeah, good old larger Elizabethan silver. Date above. You can see this 1565 above the shield. Living large. Good to hear that. But yeah, if anyone has any requests, drop them in. I'll take a look for them for y'all. Let's see. And Nicholas II Russian, I'm inclined to say no, just because that's not exactly ringing a bell. But if you check the auction tab, we have everything that we have uploaded in the auction tab. So if there is one in the auction tab, if you look up Nicholas II, it would show up. Yeah, Buck and go. Give me 1 second to get this down. All right, there we go. Buck and go on this Kushano-Sasanian. Good old ancient India, ancient Northwest India, Kushano-Sasanian unit here. But yeah, you have the king, and then his hat is actually a leopard. Like, he has a little leopard crown, which is, in my opinion, just such a cool thing, right? One of the few, I think it's the only leopard crown you ever see. And then here's the back. Was a priest at an altar. I guess not a priest, but a religious man at an altar doing some sacrificing. But yeah, there's the really sick leopard crown. Like, really just outside of him, like, he's the only one I'm pretty sure with the leopard crown. It's just such a, to me, it's just so cool. Sure, so now I'll take a look, see if I can find that. Any Shipwreck? I don't think we do. Are we? Is that stuff going to get off?
I'm hoping to get some Shipwreck in a little while, but it's going to be more. It'll take longer than I would like it to.
All right.
So kind of bad news on Shipwreck. I have a little bit of it, but it's not going to be tons, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that exact piece, the one that was requested. So I'll run this. I'll run this Cilician Armenian coin instead. Any large tallers? I'm inclined to say no. Also, just because I haven't seen any. I don't see any in my desk. I don't remember seeing any, but there are a few in inventory that will be around in a few different shows. This one's a Levon the First tram. You have King Levon there, sitting on a throne, being flanked by the two lions. You see the two lions below. And then you have the two lions again on the obverse side. And thank you for that, Brandon. Let's see. Let's do this. Can I run the England silver? Sure. Is there a specific one you want, Brand? Or do you just want, like, any piece? But here's, I guess it's technically England silver. British token shilling here. From Bristol. 1811 silver shilling token. Then there's the other side. But yeah, it looks like issued by E. Bryan in Bristol. Pretty cool piece. I don't think we get too many of these in. But yeah, cool. I guess, yeah, silver. I guess this would be like similar to the Condor token. So very cool thing. Thank you, Big Daddy Cat. $13.25 $171. Oh, they're back here. Did you move that one, Christian?
Which one?
The other Jerusalem?
I don't think so. Maybe
Because I think you mentioned it somewhere.
Did I put
that
it
you,
in
like,
here?
moved
Is it
it,
maybe like
The Jerusalem should be on the desk.
It might have gotten.
Yeah, it
like,
might be in that group. I guess in the meantime, we'll run
Maybe I
this
consolidated.
hand teller. Cool little medieval Germany piece, hand teller here. What's up to you,
Oh,
too?
that's a beautiful.
But yeah, we're all chilling in Texas. First time we've had the privilege of having Christian coming down here.
It was the first time that all three of us have been in a room.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is true.
We've never done it.
But yeah, cool hand teller. Hand on the obverse side, cross on the reverse side. And then most of them, the strike is actually 2 weeks, so you can't read the legend in the exurg. But on this one, we're lucky enough that you can actually read a little bit of it, which is really quite cool. The legend itself doesn't really mean anything. I think it's just gibberish. Yeah, it is just gibberish. I think it's like a bunch of W's and L's, or maybe V's and L's, but it's nice that we have that, like a strong enough strike that we can actually read that. Yeah, we did run so many Jettons. We got a whole bunch of Jettons in, so we're getting to let the people find some stuff for them.
Well, I think we might be out for today just because
Here, yeah, let's do this one. This is the thumbnail coin. We're going to buck and go it. But yeah, it came from a large group of medieval coins that we're still selling through. But these were the only Jerusalem stuff that we had in there. There's the tag, comes with a little collector tag. But it's from John O'Brien, who's actually, oh, sorry, dropped it. Oh my, here it is. Actually a scarcer ruler. Like, not a common ruler at all. And then this is a Dematia type, which basically in his reign, like one of the most famous things that happened would have been the Crusaders captured the city of Dematia in Egypt, and it was basically their hold on the Nile. Like, it was a big, massive news for them at the time, and they're really hoping that that city would give them like at least a play on taking some control over the Nile, which obviously would have been such an important just river to have control. And yes, man, I'll try and find that for you. But yeah, cool little piece. Thank you, Brandon Farr. But yeah, cool old Jerusalem coin heading your way. Congratulations. And you know what? Let me look for those. Um, 25174. All right, here's that one for you, Big Poppy. I'll run that in a bit. I'm just trying to see if I can find the British piece for Sinmet before I lose track of it. 1325. Wait, 132671. All right, here we go. All right, here's the British. I'll do the British first, and I'll do yours after, Big Poppy. Yeah, King Edward the First. We're starting at 24. I'm expecting it to bid up a pretty significant amount from there. But Bristol Mint penny. Good Edwardian medieval penny. Yeah, nice little crowned head of Edward. And then on the reverse, you have your cross, and then it says Civitas. And then, wait, sorry, it says Villa Bristol. Yeah, sorry, it's not Civitas. Villa is what they're using for Bristol. But Bristol is a relatively scarce mint, not the most common at all. I think it was mostly class 3, I wouldn't say, that struck it in Bristol. But yeah, definitely a less common English coin hanging to you, Jinx. And I did get a notification that seems like your payment didn't quite go through. So yeah, probably the bank's just flagging something. But just wanted to give you a heads up. And here's this Ivan the Terrible Denga. Perfect. Looks like it went through now, Jinx. Let me retry this. Yeah, now you're good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of coins could use the cleaning. Right? We don't really do that just because we don't exactly have too much time to clean stuff ourselves. Right? We're kind of just going with a trying to get a bunch of coins out the door rather than getting top dollar and everything. So we definitely there's an opportunity for people who like to clean clean it up and increase the value on some of our stuff. But yeah, thank you, Big Poppy. Congrats on that. Run. Yeah, I'll see if I can find another one of those hammered. I don't know how many we put in, if there are more. Like that wouldn't shock me if that's the only hammered we had in. Oh wait, here's another one. Perfect. Another Bristol Mint. This one is chipped as a heads up. But yeah, also, like I was saying before, Bristol, quite a scarce mint. Looks like this one has a bit of a higher start price, but decent detail on it. There's the chip. Then here's the back. But yeah, Villa and then Bristol on this side. It's nice they can read most of the legend. But yeah, these are so cool. Just they're always fun to hold some nice English hammered. Right, when you think about just the history of England at this time. And English numismatics in general is just such a really, I mean, they've done so much great work. Like the fact that for coins like this, I'm not good enough to tell, but a lot of British like Edwardian coins, you can actually, once you get good enough, you can figure it out, like the exact date based on the die that it would have been struck, which is just so insane for like when you think about it, like a medieval coin, like 800, 900 years ago, that you could figure out the exact date just based off dies. Like it's genuinely like so impressive. Their community over there. Let's try another medieval piece. Medieval Austrian Archbishop of Salzburg. Yeah, cool little medieval Austrian Pfennig between 1200 and 1230. These are a joint reign between Eberhard II and Leopold VI. But you have the two of them, and then you have the remnants of a bishop. The reverses are often really weakly struck on this series, so they're almost like one-sided. You can sometimes get them where they're struck up well enough that you can see the other side nicely, but like 80-90% of the time, it's just essentially going to be like one side and like a blob almost. Now let's do this James Dinero, Sicilian Dinero, and then I'll grab some other random coins. Of course, if anyone has any requests, just let me know and I'll try and find it as quick as I can. But good old Kingdom of Sicily, James the First, little bronze Dinero. But yeah, you can see the crowned head of James facing left. And then you have the cross being flanked by 4 pellets in between. And BS Hughes looks like he's going to pick that up. Thank you, BS Hughes. Let's do this one. This one's quite pretty. Pretty little, jeez. You're not supposed to clean modern stuff, but ancient stuff is basically always cleaned. Like ancient and medieval stuff are always going to be clean because they come out the ground like really dirty. But this one's quite nice here. You have the grocer's arms, and then you have the IR for James Roos. Stu Buck can go on this Fennig, Iron Fennig. Yeah, basically every ancient and essentially every medieval you'll ever see will be cleaned. I mean, yeah, for modern stuff, you're not supposed to clean it. Like a coin like this is 1900s. You should never clean a coin like this. But yeah, once it gets anywhere to the point where they'd be coming out of the ground old enough that they'd be coming out of the ground rather than like from grandpa's old collection or like an old jewelry box. Like once they get to that point, like age wise, it's typically like a little acceptable to clean them, as long as you're like gentle and like not using like too harsh acids or anything. Yeah, or shipwreck. Because yeah, shipwreck if it's uncleaned, it'll just be covered in incrustations. So yeah, you do have to clean shipwreck too. German states, Duchy of Berg. I'll take a look in a second. BK music. But yeah, Duchy of Berg, 3 Stoiber, 1805. Okay. Let's see. Yes, it was BK Music. That was the city that was from. All right, I'll try and find that request, Paperboy. Hopefully, I don't kill. 0716. 1606. Oh. Not seeing 06 quite yet. I'll run a one from the same group in the meantime. I think that one was already ran. That's what it seems like. Actually, this one doesn't seem to be up properly. I'll see if I can find that medal. I don't know where it is. I know it was already ran. So they get moved to a different pile, but I'll take a look in that pile, see if I can find that for you. Yeah, let's try this Marne Chaton. That looks like a 5 kopeck. On top of the screen, I'm pretty sure that would be a 5 kopeck. But yeah, cool old French Chaton here. Year 6 at the bottom. I'll grab the 5 kopeck, one of them. $73, but big chunky Queen Elizabeth 5 kopeck, 1761. And I'll try and get that 2 penny. But yeah, big old chunky coin. Basically the heaviest stuff we ever get to offer. It's the best looking kopeck. I'll take a look. Let's see. All right, in my opinion, it's got to be this one, the 1772. I think this is the best looking of the ones we have in front of us right now. But yeah, 1772, 5 kopeck. But yeah, I don't know how many we have left. Like we had a lot a while ago, but we haven't been able to buy any more. So we're just draining out the remainders of what we have. So I have no clue how many are left, like in general. But we're definitely starting to get low at least. Like you can start to feel it here. And congrats on the gold Jinx Scanda. Yeah, I feel you, man. I don't quite know. The reason we weren't able to get more was just we had to get a new source. Like we stopped buying from the guy. Like I don't quite know what happened to him. I don't know the story, but we're not able to buy from him anymore. Like I think he's just Yeah, I guess tariffs definitely have something to do with them because they were imported from overseas. But here's the Buck and Go Greek from the city of Skepsis in Tross. But they're tiny little coin here. You have the Pegasus Rhyton, which is basically like a cup. And then, jeez, it's gone. And then you have a palm tree, which is what they have on their city. You can kind of see the palm tree there, like the outline of it. A tiny little Greek coin. And congrats on that one, Miss Penny. But yeah, I guess I could say we're changing strategies. We always are trying to evolve, like in general. So we definitely have new things that we want to try out. We had a good talk yesterday, but I think once Christian goes full time, eventually we're gonna really start like ramping out the content side to be like more personalized content for y'all, which is something that I'm really looking forward to getting to see. But I think more personalized content, and then we'll probably be able to might do like coin shows too once Christian goes full time. Because right now we're only doing whatnot. But yeah, once we start doing coin shows, y'all can obviously meet us in person. We'll have slightly better deals for some coins. But it should be a fun time all around. And yeah, happy to get that out to you, MT2. Well, I mean, it's a good job for him. It pays the bills. All right, let's try this coin. This one is a Rome Provincial piece. Unfortunately, has a tiny bit of bronze cities on it. We're asking a bit of money on it, so no worries if there's no bid. I will still talk to you once I inevitably become famous on YouTube. But yeah, no worries. This one does the bronze cities, as mentioned. Y'all can see a little bit of that. We have Bust of Nero, Bear Bust of Nero, and then you have men on horseback on the reverse. There's a nice little jeton. Reichspfennig jeton type. These are a little later than a lot of the German jetons we get. I think these are 1800s rather than 17s or even 1500s. But yeah, this one's 1800s jeton. Fucking go it. Roman Republic. I'll take a look. I don't think we have very much Roman Republic like in general, but I'll take a look. Maybe I can find something. Are you only into bronze, or do you only like silver? Or does it not matter, Cameron? But yeah, cool little Minerva jeton here. I guess, yeah, that's a little bit of a throwback to Rome right there, featuring Minerva. Either? Sure. We have a few... Yeah, it looks like we have a few silvers somewhere. They're quite worn, unfortunately. But I'll see if I can find one for you. 77 on 10. Yeah, here's one of them. We're asking 74 star on this Gordius Rufus Republican Denari. Has some banker marks, but is unfortunately quite worn. There's the back with Venus standing, holding a scale, and then you have the two Dioscuri, the stars above, and then you have Rufus, the name of the moneyer, on the left side. Man.
Here, I can. Can it be? Yeah, you found it.
See what else we have. It's a Burrow issue.
WY31.
Yeah, Burrow issue, decent condition on this Burrow farthing from Great Yarmouth in Norfolk, which I think is on the eastern coast if I remember correctly, but 1667 Great Yarmouth. And then there's the town crest, I believe, in the middle. And thank you, the gravy. All right, what else can I grab y'all? It's another one of those panther headdress Kushano Sasanians. Yeah, some of them I was quite pleased. Some of them in this group were actually in pretty nice condition. But yeah, here, another one of these panther headdress ones. You can see the little panther on top, and then same reverse as before with the figure in front of the altar sacrificing. Yeah, cool little Kushano Sasanian. They're people in general. I think they're definitely an underrated part of history, the Kushano Sasanians. And thank you, Kingfish. Any good coins with helmeted busts? Nothing particularly is coming to mind. We might have some jetons with helmeted busts. That's the only thing I'm really thinking of, but I don't exactly. I couldn't tell you like for sure. $26. Let's do this. Buck and go. Salamina Ant. Decent amount of silvering on it. Yeah, Buck and go on this Salamina Ant with definitely some silvering left on it, which is, for those who know, is definitely a plus for this period. Not a guarantee by any means. And then you have the Felicitas on the reverse with a child at the feet. You can kind of see the child right by where my hand is pointed and holding the cornucopia. But yeah, you have the the crescented bust, the two crescents right there. So that's in taste as an ant on these. Let's see what else we got. Let's try one of these. 0203, cool little Islamic coin. We're bucking going it. But these ones are they're quite cool. They're larger bronze coins, but this one is celebrating, I guess, yeah, it's kind of like commemorating the death of Saladin, who would have died the year these were struck. So these are mourners. They're all, 4 mourners on the front, and they're all basically mourning for Saladin. And then there's the back on this coin. Say Islamic inscription. You have the date on it, 589. Yeah, cool larger dirhams here. Definitely Crusader era. Obviously, Saladin himself is the most famous Islamic Crusader figure that you have. But yeah, once again, these are mourning his death. And thank you, Kingfish.
Dude, your computer is horrible.
Oh, you're trying to use it? I pity you. like it's. I have to get rid of some tabs.
What if I just got rid of all your tabs?
No, please don't.
Oh no!
What have you done?
What happened? Oh my gosh!
Here's another Kushano Sasanian. This one's a different ruler here. This one is a Varan the first. So a little later. And he has a different style headdress. But yeah, this one is a Varan the first. I think he would have been the last Kushano Sasanian. After that, I think the Kidarites came and took over. But yeah, same general reverse type as before with the man at the altar. And then there's your cool little bust of Varan the first. But yeah, early to mid 4th century these would have been struck. And yeah, I'm in pin verity. Congratulations, first purchase. Yeah, welcome, and hope you enjoy that coin. Here's a silver coin, silver provincial piece. Are you still going at it?
Yeah, it's so slow.
We're asking 29 start on this. Cool provenances. Christian's really into provenances, so whenever we get a coin with a cool provenance, he keeps it for himself. That's what I'd say. We had some, but yeah, right now Christian came in, and unfortunately we're not. Those are in his personal collection right now.
The problem is I'm buying whole collections and keeping the whole collection, which is bad.
Don't worry. Okay, let's see if I can find some other stuff. It's like Christian Vima Tacto / Soder Megas type. No,
you have some cool provenance.
yeah, I'm a collector. Christian's is a collector, and Isaiah's a reformed collector. Yeah, he's a former collector. He doesn't collect anymore, but he used to do a bunch of US. I'm into ancients. My best area is Roman Provincial, but I like basically all types of ancients. And then Christian, I think he collects just like, you collect everything? Yeah, Christian collects everything. But yeah, Kula Vima Tacto. For those who've never held one of these always have like really good relief. Like they're quite interesting, just how much relief they have. Like I would definitely recommend, like even if you can't like afford to buy one, just like trying to just see them. Just trying to see them, just so you can admire like how much relief this type always has. Like it's actually so super impressive. And thank you, Eman, on that. Let's do a Crusader piece. Have more of the Vimo Tactos? I'll take a look. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look. We may have more. They're from a collection that we've been selling through for a while, so they're kind of on the way out. But yeah, this one is a Crusader piece from the Principality of Antioch, and it features Time of Tancred as your regent. And this is St. Peter on the obverse. So that's a St. Peter type. There are also Tancred and turbans holding a sword. There's another type there. There's a type featuring Christ. I think there are like one or two more types I'm forgetting. But let me check if we have any more. No, we don't have any more Vima Tactos, but we do have a different cushion of Vima Kashfridis. I'll see if I can find for y'all. You do not need to show him my computer. Okay, here's a Vima Kashfridis Tetradram. Another big bronze coin from the Kushan Empire. Be it Shiva and the Bull. Then you have the Kushan Tamga right up there. You can kind of see it. Oh my gosh, they're making fun of me over there. Y'all can hear them. And then, yeah, here's the other side. Another Tamga in the field. But yeah, cool large bronze coins.
We have to go. We have to do something.
This is the Xeno tab. That's a long.
I'll fix it.
Okay,
I'll fix it soon. Don't worry.
I need to move down here. I need to enforce.
I'll fix my computer soon. Don't worry.
Pretty good.
Thank you, Cameron Hill. Congrats on that piece. Hope you enjoy.
He's getting flustered.
I am getting flustered. Yeah.
Should we show the chat your tabs?
You do not need to show all my million tabs to the chat.
Ask the chat. What is an appropriate number of tabs to have?
All right, let's try out. Let's do this Yarmouth farthing. Also in quite decent condition. Like a nice, I think this is the Grocer's Arms, it looks like. Yeah, this is the Grocer's Arms. Nice condition on it. Other side, tiny bit worse, but still decent lettering. can clearly see the G and the W standing for Gabriel Woodwith. I mean, in general, yeah, I mean, I agree. We don't have too many people who seem to like them jinx, but in general, we do definitely sell them cheap. We bought a big collection out of England a while back, like really big. I shouldn't say a big collection, but we bought parts from 2 different large collections, like big parts of them. I mean, we're just trying to move them, right? We're not exactly trying to get top dollar. Like, we're considering a learning experience. But yeah, Hungarian Poltura, 1763. The 17th century farthings.
Oh, that was sick. That's so cool.
Yeah, they are super sick. But yeah, whatnot people are not too into them, unfortunately. And thank you, Jinx.
It's tricky too because they are fairly small, so I kind of get it.
Yeah, like I totally get it too.
I would probably rather have a bunch of cool big conjures, but
Let's do this Byzantine. Me. Byzantine Heraclius and Heraclius Constantine on the obverse. Looks like it's been overstruck, but most of these Heraclius Constantine would have been. And then you have the K indicating that's a half phallus. Well, here's another sixpence. I'll give this one a shot. Another Lizzie sixpence. Feels a little bent. I'll confirm that. Yeah, it is a little bent. These are straightenable, I believe. I've never straightened them myself, but I have heard that that you can straighten them. Be a slightly bent coin, Elizabeth sixpence, and then looks like maybe I don't quite know what that is on top. Oh, sorry, I forgot to flip it over. If someone wants it, just let me know and I'll rerun it. Can you see the front again? Yeah. Here's the front. And then there's the back. We were at 69. I don't think we can do 49 Jinx, unfortunately. Let's do a Nabatean piece. Maybe one day, but I can't do this. I have literally both of my bosses in the room. I can't get away with Jack.
what is?
But yeah, a Rabble. It was Gamelot. It was a 49 on. Where is it?
Oh, those are cool.
On this.
Oh.
Yeah, Rabble was Gamelot. You have the 2 names.
That's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, 2 names in between the cornucopia. Rabble's name is below, and then Gamelot's name is above. And then he had the 2 Jugate busts of him and his queen. But yeah, fun little Nabatean piece. Thank you to Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. Oh, we didn't realize we had any owls left. I'll check what we're asking on this one. Oh, did you? They were asking, what, 3? Let me up the time just so you have more time to think about it. Has a test cut, or 2 test cuts, sorry. 2 test cuts on the owl side, unfortunately. So not the greatest owl side. But the Athena side isn't half bad. Like a little bit of crest, full nose, basically full chin. Like definitely not a bad Athena side, but yeah, 2 unfortunate test cuts on the owl side. You'd be interested in anything Seleucid. I'm not sure if we have much Seleucid, just thinking about our inventory. So unfortunately, I don't know if I could fulfill that request. Let's try this Tetricus ant. Cappadocian. You know what? There was a Cappadocian coin. I don't know if it's still out. It's not in the show, but I was thinking Do you know where that Cappadocian coin is that I was talking about? You don't know where it's at? Yeah. Did you put it back? It was from the bay pile.
It's in the pile for it?
Did you put it back? It was one of the ones you pulled out from.
Oh, yeah. It has been put back.
But yeah, Astrock in the lead on this Tetricus Romano Gallic Empire piece. Thank you.
Yeah, we thought about doing it. I think that's a good idea. I think we should.
Yeah, if that's still out somewhere, can you give it to me so I can just show it off at least?
Describe it.
All right. I'll try and find it for next show. But we have a Cappadocian silver coin that we're willing to offer. But yeah, it's just not out right now. But for our next show here, I'll try and remember and have it out and let you inspect it, I guess. Yeah, silver one, of course. Yeah, Rosen Orb type Jeton, Nuremberg Jeton. This one is by the maker of Hans Schultz. He would have made Jetons between the mid 1500s and early 1600s. Rosen Orb type would have been made by a lot of different Nuremberg makers. But yeah, all of them have their own. Some of them more well known, some of them less well known. Hans Schultz, he was a fairly famous guy. He made a lot of Jetons in general. And thank you, Jinx. The Aurelius. Were you asking for... We have some denarii, or we have one denarii apparently. That's in a slab. If you're interested in that, I can try and find it. I don't know if Isaiah is willing to pull last three or 048. But if you're interested in a slabbed one, I can find it and grab for you.
Last three of the set.
048. Oh, of the sub? 686. You have 7 of those? Yeah, I mean, they're really fun just to have. I'll do this Constantine the Great in the meantime while Isaiah's looking for that Marcus.
686.
I'll get that in a second. But yeah, Buck can go on this Constantine the Great. Constantine the Great bronze from the city of Antioch as the mint. But you have the 2 soldiers flanking the 2 standards, mint mark and T below. Yeah, fun little Constantine the Great bronze coin. Any no luck? That's too bad. And thank you, Nicholas. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, you found it? Perfect. Yeah. Here's the coin. We're asking 100. Yeah, it was a German, Nuremberg one. We're asking 100 for this. Marcus Aurelius. Oh, that's a one. Hopefully. Oh, maybe you didn't upload this one?
Change the last three.
Oh, you think it's fine? Just change the last 3? Alright. Alright, here we go. If anyone's interested, yeah, good old Marcus Aurelius Denarii. Yes, Denarius. I'm too much for fun. But yeah, it's this fun reverse. Marcus Aurelius, unfortunately, not a great on this one. But of course, Marcus Aurelius, very in-demand individual, famous for his meditation. His writings on meditations and stoicism in general. Is this our slide? Perfect. And yeah, thank you, Tiffany. Let's do this French Jeton. This one is celebrating Claude Marlet becoming the mayor of the city of Dijon. A lot of these mayors, after they got elected, they made jetons to commemorate both, some in silver, some in bronze. But yeah, this one's obviously a bronze one, 1751. And thank you, Astra. Then let's do this farthing. Sorry, not farthing. Let's do this Condor token. With the Jetons, are you asking what they would do with them? The Watcher? Or is that asking about something else? Yeah, the Jetons. Basically, Jetons in general, they're used for accounting. So, like, I don't quite remember how it works, but they're just accounting tokens. So I think they would have given them out as like both a celebratory practice, or maybe they would have even used in the mayor's office. Like, can't really tell you that much about it, but I think it at least, right, it kind of like celebrates the event. Like, that's why a mayor would do it. Like, it's kind of like a status symbol of putting your name on it, being like, oh, I'm the mayor of this city. Right, we're such a great city type of thing. It's kind of like the modern day equivalent of when you go into a new city's airport, you hear the mayor, recorded video of the mayor like over the loudspeakers type of thing. Right, so it's kind of like that. It's like introducing the mayor. I'm so cool. I'm so powerful. I'm the coolest politician in these lands type of thing. Here's another one of these. This one's also on the nicer end. Actually, yeah, this one is really quite nice. Francis Corey, Long Sutton, Lincolnshire, and then that's the maiden on there is actually the arms of the Mercer's Company. The FC Francis Corey, that's his initials. Sometimes you have three of them, like they'd feature their wife, but this guy seemed to be unmarried, or at least wouldn't want to feature his wife on there, so he just kept his own initials. The front, yeah. The Mercer's arms are the front, which is basically this lady. I forget her exact name, but the Mercer's Guild would have used her as their arms.
Do you remember her approximate name?
I'm gonna write my letter of resignation if you don't keep it. Oh, nice Missambrian Tetradram. Here we go. Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm not gonna run this up.
What is it?
I think you just put the wrong start bit in, and I don't know what were. Any good potent ones? I'm leaning towards no. I don't know what we have in on it, so I'm leaning towards no right now, Jinx. Unfortunately, there were a few.
What's the start on that? Is it
Let's try this 10 cash British India. 1808 10 cash. Yeah, I mean, we'd be down. I think we typically do what? Oh, sorry, 5K plus. Is that our basic start for bulk, for wholesale? What's our wholesale rules?
If somebody's gonna pay consistently and they can do like 1,000 or 1,500 at a time, like it just is. It's frustrating if somebody, like, obviously it goes both ways because we have to give good offers to them.
Sure.
But, we did try not to do super picky and choosy.
Yeah.
Like, for
What
example,
email
if
should I?
wanted 100 Pruda right now, I just bought a bunch for $11 and I'd sell it for $12.50.
Sure.
Yeah, we'd make $150 quick. We'd cover shipping, so we'd make $125. But obviously, like, the prices will go down if people would buy more. Like, say we send off 400 Roman Imperial coins to grading, we probably can wholesale at least 100 or 200 of them for like mid to high 20s. And if somebody's buying tons, we can maybe get down to like 24.
Cool. I don't know how much of that you could hear, Jenks, but yeah. What's it called? What email should?
Treasure at treasuretown.com.
Yeah, treasure@treasuretown.com is the email that Christian likes to use for that. We have Pax Reverse here on this ant here. And then you have Tetricus the First. And thank you, Jinx. Oh, was it a misclick? Well, I mean, what if you ever feel like canceling? I think we're chill enough. We'll let you. let's try this Reichsfennig. Fucking go on this Reichsfennig / Jeton. That's basically just the German word for Jeton. But yeah, another one of these early 1800s types of Jetons from the city of Nuremberg. Fortunately, looks like a bit of environmental damage on the reverse, just a heads up. But other than that, it's pretty decent looking piece. Like, other than that, man, damage, it's in good condition. And thank you, Beacon. How did that get in there? I mean, we appreciate your business too, Jinx, right? But yeah, we're just trying to hook people up with coins at a good price. Yeah, another Ghaznavid Durham here. This one is another Mahmud. No, I mean it's good. Like, I think we always appreciate like ethical people trying to like just spread the coins around. And congrats, Jinx. Yeah, fun little Ghaznavid Durham heading your way. Alright, let's do this. Muhammad Shaybani Tanka. Little silver coin from Central Asia. Shaybin Dynasty. Yeah, I mean that's how we try and keep it. 914. Date is right by my thumb. I'm not my thumb, my pointer finger. 914 dates right there. But yeah, that's equivalent to 1508 to 1509 AD. Then there's the back. But yeah, these Central Asian stuff is pretty interesting. Like that one has great calligraphy. Right. I guess definitely. I guess yeah, those are, at least to me, they feel like they've been influenced by the Timurid calligraphy or Timurid style. Which, in my opinion, they're such like abstract, beautiful coins. So it's fun that we get to offer like so many different like types of styles and different types of coins here. But yeah, Khusro II. These ones were from we did a large buy of high quality Khusro IIs. Yeah, here's basically we've been selling them through. I wonder, it's been a while since we've done that buy, but in general, like I think the quality of that group was like super outstanding. Like not quality wise, or type of stuff that we didn't get to see out any day, which is why we jumped on it. Judeans that are not Widow's Mites. Do we have any that aren't Widow's Mites? We already ran some of the Jerusalem, the medieval Jerusalem. But everything else I think is a Widow's Mite, isn't it? Or Pruda, half Pruda. And guess what? We have some procurator stuff in slabs. So maybe I'll get Isaiah to find them if you're interested in a procurator's piece in slabs. Or Herod Archelaus. Oh, they're in the big stack? Cool. But if you're interested in that, Jeffrey, I can try and get one. Alright, cool. I'll grab one of them for you. I think they're in slabs. I think we might have one bronze to these one too. That is raw. So I'll try and run the raw one first and I'll grab some of the procurator slabs. I mean, it's interesting to just get like a biblical coin that would have been in the region of Jesus. Right? I think that's why people like them so much. Like at a basic level. But yeah, really cool Reichsfennig. There's a man who's is that Eros riding a lion? I'm definitely a cool design. It's like either Eros or like a Cupid or something similar riding a lion. And then you have it's like Minerva citing Alexander on there, of course, another. Actually, no, it must be Alexander the Great if they're saying Alexander. But yeah, I guess, yeah, helmeted Alexander the Great there. Cool piece. Congrats on that, Cameron. All right. Yeah, let me find this bronze to these one, and then I'll run some of the slabbed ones. Okay, A22. Yeah, give me 1 second to find this coin. Okay, yeah, we have a couple. Both are bronze to these. So yeah, just as a heads up. I think both also are Herod Agrippa. Jeez, give me 1 second to find this. Okay, there we go. But yeah, definitely would have to treat. Like, the bronze to these is at a level you can't really just let it go. I'll do the next one, but I can go. Kind of looks like it's overstruck, though, which is interesting. Having an overstruck one of these. Or at least it feels like it's been double struck. But yeah, the 3 grain stalks. And then you have the canopy, like, forget what it is exactly, but it might just be a canopy. I forget exactly what it is. But yeah, those ones are all dated year 6 of his reign. 41/42. Yeah, thank you, Jinx. I was trying to remember it. People always call it canopy like umbrella. That's the phrase I was looking for. Symbol of wealth, yeah.
What is the term?
Canopy like umbrella. That's what people always catalog it as. Yeah, Buck can go on this one. Same as before. Herod Agrippa, bronze to these. The bronze to on this one is less serious. It's only right there, so it's not too crazy. But there's your umbrella like before, and then there are your 3 grain ears. Then the remnants of the date, you can kind of see it. But yeah, this type in general, though, all of them are dated year 6. Be a cool little piece of Judean Herodian history. Last Herodian dynasty ruler in Herod Agrippa. And thank you, Jinx. And let's see what we have for the slabs. We have 2 Porcius Festus. I guess I'll start this one first. They both are around the same quality. Is that? No, it's not. Yeah, both of them are around the same quality. So, not exactly doing better with one over the other. We're asking 44, looks like, for the slabbed one on the start. But yeah, obverse, you have a palm branch. And then reverse, it's a wreath with a inscription. I believe the inscription cites Nero, if I remember correctly, who he would have been the emperor at the time of Porcius Festus. Okay. See how much more I can find. What are you looking at so intently?
I'm just reading the chat.
$12 star on this Tetricus II. Jeez, give me 1 second to get out. Weak reverse strike. Pretty common for these, but it's the 3. Jeez, I forget what they're called. I'm losing my mind to the end of the day. I'm sorry, chat. But Tetricus II on the obverse. The classic strong Gallic die on the obverse and a weak Gallic die on the reverse. Or weak Gallic strike on the reverse. Worn die. That's the word. Worn die on the reverse. Strong strike with a fresher die on the obverse. Ugh. See what else can I find. Let's do one of those Swedish Livonian pieces, and then we'll do another medieval India. And I guess we'll grab that Polish piece too. But yeah, starting off, this is Buck and Go on this Swedish Livonia, King Carl the 11th, Dylan Solidus. You have this CR standing for Carl here. And then you have the coat of arms of Livonia. Fortunately, the date on this one is struck off. It would be like struck up around here. So it's a bit off plan, unfortunately. So you can't get the exact date. But these would have been minted between 1660 and 1665. Herod the Great. Actually, yeah, I can take a look in that stack. Give me 1 second, Jeffrey, and I'll try and find that. I'm just going to run these for 2 other coins in front of me, and then I'll try and run some of those Herods for y'all. I did forget about that. I believe they're on slabs, but still cool. This one is a Sultanate of Delhi. Sultanate of Delhi. These are a general bull and horseman types, or the derivative of it. This one is really derivative of the bull, but instead of having a horseman on here, you have an inscription basically citing the man. But yeah, Bilin Chital here from early Sultanate of Delhi. They would have been a major force in northern India, northwest India. And thank you, Jinx. Let's see. What else? We appreciate all of our underbidders. Our underbidders are what pays the bills. So we appreciate all of you. Yeah, I'll get a Herod Archelaus too. Yeah, this one's a Elbig. It looks like it's been scratched, just as a heads up. But 32 ran the date. But yeah, Polish city of Elbig. This one would have been under Swedish rule. Basically, the Swedes would have came in and occupied the city. This one will be under King Gustav Adolphus. But yeah, you can read the Gustav Ado right there. But yeah, pretty standard like Swedish iconography. I'm not Swedish, Polish iconography. Definitely reminiscent of the Sigismunds, which would have been a little around this period. I think a little earlier. And thank you, Jinx. Yeah, the Sigismunds would have been like 10 or 20 years earlier. All right, let me find some of those Herods. I don't know if I can find them or not. I'll see if I can get Isaiah to pull them out. I'm going through our Jewish stack and I'm not seeing them in front of me. Do you know where the Herods are, or is these like all are Jewish?
What's the name of the SKU?
Yeah, I'll get that for you. 668 are the end of the SKUs. And it'll be like 07 and 010 and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll look for that now, Druid. 96, 49. This is a different one from that group. I'll see if I can find 4905. I probably pulled it out earlier and couldn't get it. All right, we found the Herods, so we'll be able to run them for y'all. Here's a Bristol silver trade token, 2 Bristol token, 412 pence, and then payable by Miss Fra Garrett. You get 2 issued in Bristol, 1811. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing that Austrian coin, unfortunately, that was requested. I'll keep my eyes peeled for it, though. Here is the Herod the Great, slabbed Pruda, or I guess half Pruda. Actually, yeah, is this the half Pruda are quite a bit scarcer. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't remember us ever offering half Pruda before. But either way, here we go. Herod the Great, half Pruda in an NGC holder, $44. But yeah, in general, half Pruda are quite scarce. Like, they're not the type of stuff we get in like all the time. Yeah, Jeffrey in the lead on this. And thank you, Jeffrey. And then another one. This one's a Herod Archelaus half Pruda. This type is a bit more common than the Herod the Great ones. But still, Herod Archelaus in general is definitely a more premium Herodian dynasty type of guy. But here we go, $44. But yeah, you have the prow, and then you have his nickname in the wreath. Yeah, cool little biblical coin, right around the turn of the century, a little after the birth of Jesus. And thank you, Jeffrey. I guess yeah, turn of the millennium, actually, not turn of the century. All right, I'll try this. I'll try this Saxon porcelain Fennig here. We're asking 17 on it, this porcelain Fennig. But these porcelain pieces are quite cool. Like, really, I think pretty much the only time they would have been making porcelain would have been these Knockgeld. Outside of the Knockgeld, I can't think of a single civilization that would ever made coins in porcelain. So if you want a porcelain piece, right, Knockgeld is definitely the way to go. And thank you, Jinx. Got you with the ship. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Here's a medieval piece. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, they're quite unique, and they're quite nice too. Like, they're made like pretty high quality. Be a medieval coin. Bernard II touching Corinthia. Yeah, cool little medieval Austrian coin. The backs are, as per usual, it's kind of just like a mesh. The backs are typically not struck up very well, so they really don't end up looking too pretty typically. But yeah, cool little medieval Austrian Fettig. Yeah, as per usual, I have the reference number, the CNA reference number in the description that you'll get with your SKU. And McGuinn, thank you on that. Congratulations. All right, what else? Let's do this. Small. You know what? I can try and see if I can find some more small silver. I don't know how much we have, but this one's not silver. This one's Billin. It was actually quite nice though. Like, it's decent silver quality, or at least decent enough that kind of at least it looks silver washed. But yeah, this is Billin. These ones are on the earlier end of them, so you can see the horseman quite well. Like, it hasn't been degraded yet. And then there's your bull. But yeah, the early ones you don't get. It's not like degraded, so you can actually see the design without having to know what you're looking at. But yeah, cool little post-Shahi anonymous Bilinjatal. But yeah, nice little horseman. And Jeffrey, thank you. Yeah, I mean, maybe for some people. Let's see if I can find that small piece. I don't know if it's still out or not. Yeah. There was a Cappadocian piece I ran earlier that I think I must just misplace, but here's another small silver though. Celtic piece. We don't have any like small silvers that are like super cheap. but we have a few small silvers. This one's a Celtic Sequani tribe. That's a slightly more premium type, I think, these ones. But yeah, you got a nice horse, and then you have Roma on the reverse, helmeted head of Roma. Fortunately, it's not the greatest example on here, but the horse side is quite nice, and it's definitely more scarce type. And thank you, Big Poppy. Oh, yes. Let's see if I can find anything else for y'all. Okay, let's try this Islamic Durham Must with the second Seljuk so rum. We're asking. Yeah, Must with the second silver Durham. Yeah, cool little pieces from the later end of the Seljuks. His first reign, at this point, they would have just been a Ilkhanate. We're streaming from a gym. It kind of feels like that sometimes. But yeah, our office, the place we rent our office from, they just run music 24/7. So it definitely does feel like I'm in a gym sometimes with their choice of music. Let's try this Abbasid Durham. Oops. Yeah. Move toffee here. Yeah, Al Muktafi, Silver Abbasid Empire Durham. Still streaming, yes we are. We're still at it. But yeah, cool little silver Durham from early 900s. These would have been when Al Muktafi would have reigned. And thank you, Nicholas. I've done more than my one coin, just so y'all know.
No, I think you're crushing.
Having such an intense conversation without me. Yeah, we're still going. One day, ogre time. Maybe after our first show, we'll do it. Are you talking about Raw, Stormy? Because we might have some. I don't know if we have any slab stuff that I'd call nicer like that. So yeah, nothing really comes to mind. If I can think of something, I'll definitely get something to you. But yeah, Paraus the first Dram, Sasanian Dram. These ones are early Sasanians. These have a decent premium compared to, like, say, a Kusaro the second. Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. But yeah, definitely not a ruler we get every day, and congratulations on that. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled in inventory. We have stuff here. I might be able to, like, pull some and save it, but I don't know if we'd have any in for today. But yeah, I think we have stuff in inventory. Like, I could probably pull an offer in future shows that are, like, nice Romans that we'd probably ask in around the $100 range. Or they'd bid around to there, at least. But yeah, I don't think we have anything like that today. Sequani Canarius. Goes Celtic Gaul. Yeah, I forget what that obverse is, but it's always quite cool to me. It's just a style. But nice little bore on the reverse. Nice that you get a little bit of legend too. Not all of them, you get the legend on them. But then, yeah, cool little Celticized portrait. And Stormy Dizzle. Congrats on that first purchase. Yeah, cool Celtic coin hang to you. Celtic silver. Oh, this is not half bad. Let me see what we're offering this one. cool little pictorial Islamic Durham. We're asking 69 on this pictorial Durham, articulated Martin. But yeah, the bust here is called a Roman style bust, right? They kind of would have been influenced by the Romans with their bust on it. And then you have a Arabic on the reverse. But yeah, this is kind of like imitating. I don't know if I have any of the stuff it will be imitating to me. It's a shame. But yeah, they're kind of like imitating the later Romans. Basically, the idea is that they would have dug stuff out of the ground, like coins out of the ground, so they kind of would have known what it looked like, and they would have been like, "Man, this is really cool. We can like kind of put our own spin on it." But yeah, the pictorials are really cool. Like they don't last too long, and only a few places do them, like Martin and Hathangids, and I think some Ibids, and they only last for like around 100 years or so in the greater Islamic world. But they're quite cherished by collectors, just because they had so many cool designs. A lot of them have really good like artwork. That one wasn't a good example of having great artwork, but some of them really are just super pretty to look at and like super well struck. It's just like beautiful pieces. And here you go, Last Druid. Here's that coin that was requested, the Sicilian piece. Buck and go on the Sicilian bronze, it looks like. Yeah, good old Sicilian bronze. This one, you have the diademed head of Poseidon, and then you have a trident. These are a little later than your standard Huron, which is, I think, the same reverse. But I forget exactly who this would have been. Oh, it's definitely a later ruler. I think it's... I'm not going to grasp the straws, but either way, later Sicily, right around the time that Rome would have taken over. Like, I think this would have been a little before, if my basic history, and $9 is a pretty good price for that. Thank you, Jinx.
But those are fun ones to be. All right, get ready to.
All right, sure. Let me grab this.
Wait, should we all do one together, holding hands?
Oh my goodness! All right, this will be my last one individual.
No, it's like isn't it like the Power Rangers when everybody puts their hand in a circle and then like?
Do you want to make this the last coin that we're all doing?
What is it?
Say Mahmud Durham.
No, we should.
Or do you want to find something else?
Yeah, let's find something.
This one's actually pretty nice. Like from the group, most of them weren't
What would be just a good?
quite this nice, in my opinion.
I didn't sell any of those guys that I wanted to.
Yeah, cool
I don't know,
Mahmud
it's a
Durham.
fun-
Style is definitely more interesting for one of them. Yeah, nice Ghaznavid piece. So yeah, Central Asia. Jinx in the lead on it. Yeah, I mean, cool piece. It's nice that, at least in this group, I think
Where are the rest of the?
they're not all struck as well as this.
Can you pick a pretty one out?
Oh, we're
It's gotta
getting
be
to
an
Titan.
octagon. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, Raisin and the lead on it. It's a pretty coin, right? Not all of them that we got in are quite like this. And congrats on that,
So
Raisin.
we got the right one.
And then the last coin of the day is going to be octagonal Jatan.
But look at what the design is.
Yeah, let's get on over.
The handshake.
Oh, beautiful.
Wait, I'm gonna hold it from the top, and then you might have to go with your left hand.
Yeah.
And then Isaiah's gonna have to put it.
Put a
Also.
finger in there.
Yeah. We have to make sure it tilt well.
Let's go to product type
Oh, good idea.
and then show profile.
Are we?
This
Alright.
is if people want. Yeah, this is. I would rather have this than like Datari.
You better call that there.
Well, it has to be
All right.
correct. It's Jatan the last.
What have we done?
This is like really pretty, like crescent toning on there.
Yeah.
Nice blue hue on everything.
Here, I'll let you guys. You can see the screen better, but I gotta keep my.
Are we
How-
gonna try and
How,
flip it?
how will we rotate?
Actually,
Oh,
Okay.
you're just built like that. I see.
there we go. We gotta get back to the other side before it runs out.
New Lab's definitely gonna buy this. Congratulations, New
Beautiful.
Lab.
Oh, Numa Lab was the right guy for it. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty Fraserton. Thank you, Numa Lab.
I know. I love my video.
Can you? Did you select someone to raid, Isaiah?
You do.
Oh, you don't raid them?
I
And
wonder if we can read our friend that we just followed.
well, I think he's done today.
Oh yeah. Let's go to new sellers.
New sellers.
Let's scroll down.
It's
All right.
Numa Lab. It's the first time that we're all in person together. So we
We've,
have
We've been
commemorated
in the
a
same
long
Well, let's
and
raid
very
that
long
guy.
work.
all right, that guy. All right, y'all have a great night. This was a blast. Y'all probably got to listen in on some fun conversations, or some mumbling and grumblings around. Let's see. Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.